Hi, good evening, and welcome to Black Country Blitz. Wednesday morning, how you doing all? Right, give me a sec, let's just get the old live feed up. Stream, right, do for me. Right, since the last stream, I've been and downloaded a few plugins. Always bloody YouTube. And I've said, there we go. The live feed. Trouble with YouTube. Stupidly says about schedule. Right, that's the live one. So I've been downloading a few plugins. People that have never used mods or modding of ETS, this one, Euro Truck Simulator 2, or American Truck Simulator, this is what your mod folder is. So you've got two ways of adding the mods, right? This is Steam Workshop. Now I could click that and show you because I don't think that will show on my screen due to the fact that this is only screening the games. This is where your game's hosted, which is on Steam, and people will upload some of these mods to Steam Workshop. Basically, when you download them or click on them to subscribe to them, they'll automatically added into your folder called My Documents. And when you launch the game, they'll show you now. Do you want to make? Yeah, grey exit. This will say new mods found in this folder, yeah, or on this bar. So as you click them, these are all the mods that I have in my documents folder. Yeah. Now when them green like that, that means them active in this list over here. If they're like this one, they're still in my documents folder, but they're not active actually in the game. Yeah. They only become active when they're in this side of the game or this side of this screen. Now another thing I've done. Let's start with the mods first. So what we've got here. If you follow my channel, then you know I mess about with the rain and the fog and all them kind of things to do with weather. So Natural Looks got their own weather. But for me, the rain didn't look realistic enough yet. So we went on the look, and this realistic rain does look like proper rain. First from your windows, and it looks good. I can still see through the windows. The thunder and lightning is good. Sounds them good. And it's better than Natural Looks. Sorry to say Natural Looks, because this this plugin or set of plugins really do help Euro Truck Simulator 2. It brings the game and makes beautiful skies, absolutely beautiful. Again, it's a little bit big, but if you want to make the game look the best it can look, then for me, this is what makes it look awesome. Now, again, I like to have a change around with skins on trucks. So again, I've downloaded a few paint jobs. Scania customization. This is to do with a few lights and whatever else. This is a map. This I love. I loved before when it was 135. I'll show you that when we actually launch the game itself. Uh, this this map alone is bigger than all the DLCs that SCS have actually put out to date to do with the game. And why I like the EAA map, one, sort of like when you load up the map, it's all like this side of the map. But for me personally, because I've got the SRS shaker cushion, the roads and the textures that they use in this, you could be driving down the road normal, as we will see in the stream later. They make my truck vibrate, yeah. So there's uneven road, there's cracks in the road, there's narrow roads, it's so much going on. Now, I watched Wombat, a fellow YouTuber, who had done a stream on this new EA, and it's all been updated. It looks a lot better than the other EA map, which was done for 135. And last night I didn't come and do a stream because I was trying it all, and I got a busy day today. Job done. So I didn't do a stream on it. I just had about an hour having a drive round just to test, make sure everything was okay. And there was actually a fun fair with music and everything at the side of the road. I was like, I can't believe this, because I could hear music playing. So I took the headset off and I thought, that's somebody out in the real world playing music at the time. It wasn't. It was actually in this game. So it looked like a fun fair with a few arcade rides and playing music as I drove past. And as I drove away from it, the music dispersed. It was awesome, and to think this is in a game. And again, taking nothing away from SCS software, you don't have to pay for EAA. Yeah, you don't have to pay for this map. It's 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 brilliant. It's different, and it adds to it. Now, don't get me wrong. I would have put Pro Mods on, but been waiting for Pro Mods to add the new DLC to it, and then I will do. I will probably follow what Wombat's done with big combos. If anybody likes to go and have a look at big maps for Euro trucks, then head over to Wombat's channel here on YouTube. The guy puts out some of the best I've seen, if not the best combinations for this Euro trucks. Yep. So big thumbs up and a big hello to Wombat. Lovely guy. Very helpful and always does maps and puts you in the right direction, shows you all this map combination. So as long as you follow him, get the links, what he's done, and you've got enough, a good PC to run it all, and have no problems. The guy does a fantastic job. So going back to what I've got in then, again, this is a bit of fun, this one. This is a truck testing area. And I seen it and I thought, when sometimes you think and you see things and you think, yeah, I've dreamt about that. I had actually seen it. Police car in my street going, you hear that then through the microphone, even at somewhat past 12 at night. But going back to this test centre, I've seen a short video and I actually saw it on YouTube. And again, it's going back to the shaker cushion where I'm on, so it mimics me back wheels and my front wheels. I'm getting bounced about by the vibration from the wheel, my pedals, my shaker cushion. And of course, I've got no stabilisation on my truck, so my truck's really bouncy as it is with the suspension. I had to go and get this. So again, that's something else we're going to be looking at tonight. These are just some trucks authorizations. Again, I think that's another different truck. Yeah, well, it says trucks. That's cabin lighting. Again, our lights have the cabin lit up. This is trailers. Again, it tells you there basically. I tried these, yep. This is emergency vehicles pack. Basically, say if I go to England, I'm going to get the sound of police cars, which are England sirens. France, it's their sirens, and so on. Germany, Russia, all the different countries. If you go past police cars, not all the while, and this is what I like about this real AI emergency pack, you will be hearing all the police sirens every couple of seconds, like we did in a pack that I streamed on American trucks. It was okay for a bit, but having to hear it constantly drove you drove you nuts. Yeah. So basically, that's gone out of American trucks, but it's good in this. Now again, I've been trying. I love to try the vehicle ones to really stick traffic rather than have the vanilla in the game. I've tried loads of AI traffic mods. So I downloaded a three, but I've actually deleted the third one. I tried this the other day. This AI ETS Realistic Traffic 5.9 with extras. Now the only trouble with that was the AI vehicles. I actually got it on stream, so I hate telling lies. The vehicle spawned back in and it got no wheels. So for me, there was crashing. So again, and it war gave me that extra traffic as I've seen better ones. Yeah, taking nothing away from the guys that have made it. Fair play, thank you for trying. But no, it war for me. So from the same place where I got this on a website, which modders put stuff on, I downloaded this one. DB Creations ETS 2 mods, and this one I like it. I really do. It gives me traffic on both sides of the road now. If anybody plays Euro Trucks religiously or quite a bit of time, you realise that sometimes you can pull out of a junction and you know 9 times out of 10 there's no vehicles going to be there. You will see in this stream tonight that this is not the case. Yeah. I actually drove a good distance the other night. Well, say last night with it on, testing everything, make sure it worked all right. Because that's what you do with mods. Sometimes they don't work right, they crash your game and everything. So that was giving me traffic, just loving it. It felt like I'm proper driving, not just on empty motorways or empty roads. That I was driving behind a truck for because it's not real miles, but a long time. Yeah, normally AI cars just turn off and that's it. You're just driving down the road on your own. Couldn't overtake. I had to stay behind the vehicle, and for me, that was like being in the real world, in a real road, driving down the street or on a motorway. So for me, so far, that is a good one. Coming down here, just got a few mods, alterations for Scania trucks. Again, I did stream this Ford F Max. Again, I'm on the fence with this one. I will drive it again, but it's one of my favourite trucks. Until I went back to Scania. Again, Halloween. I've downloaded that for a friend. He loves Halloween. So, we'll probably put that on a truck. I've got some skins for the Scania T and T4 truck. Again, Scania trailer. Skins. What else we got? Realistic buildings. Light up. Supposed to make the buildings light up different to the ones that are just in basic game. Again, real traffic sounds. Again, I've used clip stuff before, but because I've got like sound pack fix here, and we got another sound pack here somewhere down the line. I'd got 3 sound packs in, so I took one away. We don't need that one. I've got a here it is, sound pack, and then you got a natural looks sound pack fix. So between that and that, I thought that'd be enough sound packs. Start having another one running. I used to use clips as well. Clip their traffic density. Now, for me, for that, when you come to junctions, the AI cars would never pull out. They'd wait and wait and wait. And I've been stuck for like 25 minutes. That's in the real time. That ain't realistic for me. So that one went. The other one where I've got on now, they'll pull out on cars or they'll jud out. That's for me. That's more realistic. Then what we got here, them in real companies. We got cabin lighting. I had a cheat because I deleted my stuff. So I don't want to do it, wait and wait, build up. So I've had that quite a bit. Again, make sure whether this UK improvement's still compatible with 136. There's nothing in there, version 2016. Again, it could be working, it could be. I've never had no problems. So until I have any crashes, I'll leave it where it is. It's working. To do with your mirrors, trailer packs, we've all seen this. SISLs, stuff. Realistic physics, again, don't sort of need them. I've downloaded them, tried them. But with the physics we've already got in the game now, I get bounced about enough as it. Whether they'll do any different, viewer. Again, big lighting packs, I ain't interested. Now these are the ones I've downloaded myself, but what is it now? It's a Steam one in it. So if I don't want to have them in my truck, of course I've downloaded them via Steam, and I ain't too interested in making all lights just unsubscribe, and they've gone again. I don't think I'll ever be using them, and they're 136 compatible again. 135 compatible. It's a compatible with what I'm basing, so unsubscribe to them. That basically takes them out of my mod folder if anybody's never done. Again, got this one, realistic rain, fog, thunder sounds. I think that's going to be thingy version. They're saying it's 136 compatible. So that's in my downloads folder. So I've got to download that. Same with this one. That's to download it. I come from Steam. That's a nighttime. Again, that might not be compatible with the AA mat. Might not be compatible with the 136 now. So I'll leave that where it is. Delete it. And that's basically my modifying folder for this game. So enough waffling. Load it all up and let's get into the game. And let's have a little drive. Now I'm still doing scanning a truck now. The other alteration, my teeth in tonight, man. I've had one of them days, as you do. I've changed the aspect ratio of my display. Yeah. Now, if you follow the channel, you will know that I use a 4K TV. Yeah. A 50-inch television. Now, when I got the game, putting all the rig together, I did want a 49-inch ultra wide monitor. Yeah. I think it was Samsung. Yeah, I'd seen it reviewed. It was a nice 49-inch curved monitor, and then I seen the price. And back then, it was £1,000. And again, I ain't rich. I ain't got loads of money. Now when people look and think, bloody hell, I've got that. I'm like everybody else. I work hard to get what I get. Yeah. So I thought, right, if I have a monitor that's going to cost me £1,000, means I could have something else. And I wanted to basically get a rig. Yeah, so I thought, right, again, I can have a telly or a monitor anytime. So I went down the road of having a telly. A friend of mine, Mark, said, look, I'm rocking mine on a 50-inch telly. I'll send it to 16:9, and I get ultra wide. Again, until yesterday, I hadn't put this into ultra, like a wide view. So I'll lose a little bit at the top and a little bit at the bottom. Now, probably think, oh, well, you've lost pixels. Yeah, I have. But the reason why it benefits from me is now I can see what OBS looks like. Yeah, so of course, I'm running a Fanatec wheel, Club Sports. So Club Sports in the corner, Fanatec. Now, where the black bar is at the bottom, that's where my dials for Euro trucks will be, or any racing games, like the in-car displays. I'll have to move my tracking to see over the top. That ain't the case now. It's pushed everything up. Yep, so the bottom is about that much higher now. You can see on the screen, and from the top and the bottom. So now I can see everything in dashboards and everything, and not having to keep bobbing up and down or keep altering track or what I'm wearing. And I'm getting a more wider view, as you'll see when we're trucking. So also just let you know, if you're looking at it, you think, well, why's you got a big black bar at the top and a black bar at the bottom? That is the reason why. Again, am I going to stay like it? I don't know. I'm still pushing out the 4K resolution. I've got, like say, black bar at the top, black bar at the bottom. So let's go with it. I mean, you can see the little cut screens. I'm still in a small version. But I had one or two troubles trying to get it to go to the aspect ratio, what I needed. Windows 10 was like looking at my face going, no, we are in it. So let's just get into a position now. Now I can actually see what it tells me how much money I've got, how much petrol, what gear I'm in, without looking up and over. Because what it is, my wheel stops it. If anybody sat in a rig, you'll know that you say like a normal PC chair where you can lift yourself up and down. You can go backwards and forwards, but you can't get no height. And that's probably only the drawback. We're sitting in a console. But for me, as I said before, when I used to have me Logitech wheel on a PC desk and sitting in a PC chair, could never get back into the same position if I left the chair. I can now. So, you know, it's a bit of give and take. Anyway. Oh, by the way, I've got Luke Skywalker with me. I need the Force. But I can get a good view of the cab. Yeah, so now I'm sitting in a lovely position. I can see my dashboard. I can see my sat nav. And of course, I'm probably seeing a bit more. I have to turn my head a little bit more than previously. But it's giving you that wide angle of view. So we got no job on. You know what? I don't even know where we are in the world. Here in Euro Trucks, I don't know where. I think I'm still on the EAA side of the map. Yeah, let's show you the EAA map. Nobody's ever seen the EAA. Oh, bit of a mouthful, that one. Right, it's that big I can't even get it all on the screen. But hold on. Here's Euro Trucks. Yeah. Bit of a map. That's all your DLCs up to date as of 2020. This EAA. Da 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 on and on. And believe me, folks, I'm looking at it and thinking, oh, that ain't big. Till you do that. Till you zoom in and all these little roads become big roads. Where did it put me? Got to find where I am now. Bloody. Let's find where I am. Oh, here I am. What it done last night, it dropped me off at the port somewhere around here. I drove, and as I got up the road, I got to somewhere around this part. That's where the fun fair was. So it'd be nice to do it. I wish I'd have saved it, but you know, we will drive down here some other time, or we will find our way. Anyway, let's give a little demonstration of the EAA map, and like I said, it's for free. All you have to do is download 2 files, put them in your modding order for free. That's it. Jobs are good one, and you're rocking a free map. So let's go and find us a job. Yeah, I might take one from actually where we am, just to get another job on and get a stream rocking. Now the only thing though is, as always, when you do anything which is a modified map, you can't do any wilder truck jobs. So I'm always the other one. Sometimes they are the bestest jobs, but they're going to ask you to deliver. That's a bit of a long one. We have been down here, you know what, 30 hour, 1,002 mile. we'll take that so it make an half decent stream. So let's just reverse back. Right then. Because I ain't at work for the next couple of days, gonna be a change of things to do with rig. I'm gonna put more of my wiring properly. Again, I've done it once. Alright, I'm trying to buy mid oils. Alright, that's it. Of course, stand having how long it's gonna take me. Takes me as long as it takes me. I've gotta go back the other way though. Come on. Right, where's mid oils and bells and whistles? I like to put my petrol on that one, or diesel. And I like to put my decent map on this one. Now, the EAA is a map of Brazil, by the way. Yeah, that's what EAA is. So, without further ado, now you can see with this traffic, okay, you got other traffic mods that will give you traffic at night, or not this much density, right, but are like to be driving with a lot more cars on here.
Finding a new route.
I've got to wait, I've got to pull out, I've got to check my mirrors because there's vehicles where when there's no vehicles in game, come on, you can just pull out and it will become realistic. Now he's going at speeds, so I've got to wait, yeah. Is he going to give way for me? No, he ain't. But for me, that is more realistic than having 2 or 3 cars of a night time driving down the road, yeah? Now the only thing I've still got, and I think everybody that plays Euro, unless, well, let's put it this way. When I started the game back up on the new PC, now, only a few mods, no problem. As soon as I've put natural looks on and a few more mods on a good PC, I'm having that micro stutter. Now yesterday I looked everywhere to see if there was a fix or, you know, nah. If you follow the channel of late, you know I'm rocking a brand. Now where did he do that for? Silly bugger. See me driving. Anyway, you know I'm rocking a decent PC now, rather than the one of late my dad's, yeah, who passed. It's got a GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. It's running a Ryzen 9 3600 processor, which is, I think it's 12 cores, 24 threads. This game is running on the M.2 drive, a 2 terabyte, so you know, why should it be, you know, skipping and farting? It's already done it once, just, but it's only for a second, so you know. Now reading through the lines, people were saying it's because this game writes to 2 folders, one being Steam and one being Steam folder, and the other one being My Documents. Others are saying it's the game engine, so you don't know who to believe. And I ain't got a clue. That's why I did my Google. But I ain't gonna moan and piss and moan like I probably would sometimes. I'm just saying I tried to find out to get rid of it. Not that it's a problem. I even eliminated all my old mods. If it, you know, if they say 136 compatible, I took them out. You know, that's what you get for when you're modding. You have to be putting them, 1, in the right order. 2, they have to be compatible with the version SCS have put out. And 3, If they don't work, then that's on your own bat. They ain't official SCS mods, yeah. So, you know, check it on the chin. If it don't work, delete it. Go back to having nothing in mod-wise. But, you know, when you're looking at skies like that, well, not so much in this part. When you go back over to the actual proper DLCs, I don't think they get covered in the AAA map, yeah? These natural looks. I don't think they do, because these still look a bit blurry. Again, for something that's cost me nothing, I ain't bothered about the skies in this part. I'm driving. But when you go back over to the, you know, the DLCs that we download for the game originally, the skies done by Natural Looks look absolutely beautiful. But you know, you've got to take it if it, you know, if it don't look awesome. But they've done a really good job with this update 136 though, EAA. I mean, I used to love, don't get me wrong, I love Pro Mods and everything, but Pro Mods is on a bigger scale, and of course, you know, with how they update the game, SCS, they must really get a bit fed up when they make a new update, because they've got to change everything. So of course, it takes time. So, you know, I can wait till Pro Mods put the new DLC into theirs, and then of course, like I said, with Wombat doing all the hard work basically, and that's why you got to get a guy's credit. You know, he sits there working out the combos, checking them, making sure they work, so people don't experience the crashing of games and that. And you know, go and check out his channel. He's a really nice guy. And it's nice that there's other YouTubers out there that are prepared to put themselves out and help you out, you know, so you can have a good gaming experience. You know, that's a good YouTuber for me. There's quite a few of them out there. You know, I know they've got loads of people to answer, you know, but good when they help you out. Now I issue whether my police sirens as well, you know, like the wailing of the police sirens will work over this side of the map. Again, I don't think it will. It might do. I think EAA have got their own things of doing stuff. But when I was talking, I've already experienced a bumpy road. That's the one that there was all cracks in the road. I mean, I know I talk enough about this shaking cushion, but I wish people could actually experience what I feel. You know, it's a bit hard trying to explain to somebody just how good the vibrations from the truck is really through some 4 little speakers. It's you know, I don't think, I've said it before, I could drive without having it on, and there's a couple of games that don't support it, and I've got to slow down for that, because these little speed ramps again. This is why I love DAA when they had it on 135 version. You could just be driving down the road, you know, even 40, 50 mile an hour doing the speeds, because there's obstacles. I mean, that speed ramps in the road or strips them. There'll be uneven surfaces. I mean, coming on this like last night, there was like rocks in the road, and I had to go round them. It was sort of like having dots, you know, dotted in the road like this. And I had to go like sort of, if I can in a minute, hold on, let's get him out of the way. I had to do this. I had to do, you know, drive through them, and I still catch the rocks. So of course it's doing the physics in the game, bumping up and down the truck, making my cushion vibrate. So it was absolutely awesome, as always. But I'm just like so happy that I've changed. I know it sounds, well, it does sound silly, but you know, it's something I could have done, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. Change this aspect ratio.
And then keep left.
I mean, who looks at the top of that anyway? And I've got me OBS set up with, you know, let's say the Fanatec, the 2 cameras, Blitz Blitz gaming. So all that advertisements and little things like that can go in the black space. You ain't missing no game. And I think the view's a lot better. It's a lot better for me to drive. You know, because otherwise I'd be doing this and, you know, keep doing like that because I couldn't see. Now I can just keep my eyes sort of straight. But I really do. I hope we see another one of these fun fairs. Because I couldn't believe it. I stuck my head out the window and I thought, that's music. It was so realistic like. Again, it might not only be in that one part of the map. But I've never seen anything like that in a game. It just like, it really amused me. Another thing with this, there's a lot of hills. So your core really go fast because, well, at the moment I've got a decent size on. So you really have to go up these hills slow. Your truck will get up, and them tight bends, as you can see. You can't be going around these corners fast. Otherwise you're going to be repairing your truck. So, again, the V8 Scania. Again, the love of this game, you can drive one truck one day and think, nah, I'll have me a change of trucks today or the next day. And I do like driving the Scania. Again, there's them Scania T4 and Scania Ts. Remind me of like American trucks, them the way them longer. We'll probably have a driver one of them. We'll do this job and then we'll change over to a Scania T4. I'll go and do one of them in the workshop. As I was talking to a new subscriber, the Bobster. Good morning to you, mate. I know if he's on, if he watches the stream, and then he's just got the game himself. I'm trying to. Why I showed my folder tonight was for people like the Bobster and others that come to the channel. I've always said it, if I can help somebody out here on YouTube, if I know anything that they need, just ask. You know, I don't mind helping anybody out. As I've only been gaming seriously for just coming for over a year now, and people have helped me out in this year.
Go straight on.
One being my mate Dave, Mumsy's Gaming. You'll find him on Twitch, you'll find him on YouTube, and you'll find him also on Facebook. Just type Mumsy Gaming or Mumsy. Terrible for names, mate. And I could get into 11th gear for some reason. I'm having so much trouble in my gears. I don't think 11th gear is the right one. Another thing I had to, I looked at last night as well, is I got into this Scania and I thought, what is C1 and what is C2? Yeah, of course, I am a lorry driver, so no idea what C1 and C2 meant, and I found out that C1 and C2 are crawling gears. You know, it's what I always said about people that make this game. There's nothing information wise about what everything is. Yeah, and I wish there was somewhere, you know. But again, I always say to anybody, Google is your friend. Google saved the day again. Not Google can't find everything, can it? You know, still things I need to, I would like to know about this game and others. I mean, trying to learn, especially in the racing, how to tweak your racing cars. Again, I've watched other people and they tweak them, you know, to get the car better performance or get the best out the car. Again, is it worth doing? I don't know. But if you don't understand how and all the bells and whistles, I cannot tweak the car. If there's nothing there for me to read, you know, one of the cars games being a set of course competition. I'm really getting into that now. If I are doing Euro trucks or American trucks, then I'm more likely playing a set of course competition. Whether I'm doing my career mode here live, I mean, I've put a few up already. Again, I are the bestest of racers, I must admit. I'm still wet behind the ears, as I say, when it comes to the racing line and all things like that. I'm learning. Yeah. Rome more built in a day, and I'm trying. Trust me, I'm really trying. Any road. This is what I mean about the AAA map. Yeah, I've got to slow down for these. Really slow down, because that is at what speed? 11 mile an hour, and I'm getting bounced about like there's no tomorrow. So imagine going over that at 20 mile an hour, or well, it says 37 mile an hour down this road. There is no way, without I got the suspension and the stiffness of the truck and whatever, the trailer, I am going over that at 37 mile an hour. No way in this world. Yeah, I'd rather drive down here at a sensible speed. Again, I've got to keep sorted to the speed limit. If they say 50, but if I think I'm going to tip this trailer, then I'm going to do 30, or, you know, drive to where the truck's going to let me. But it really has opened up my field of view, changing this aspect ratio. Again, I don't know what it looks like for you guys out there on YouTube tonight, or should I say this morning, or whenever you watch the stream. For me, sat here at the telly, it looks absolutely awesome now. It's a pleasure to sit here and drive. I'm comfortable in the rig. I'm sat upright. The Trackir, again, works flawlessly. In a couple of days, I'm going to be doing a review on the, look at this one, this is a nice bit of road, on the pros and cons of Trackir and versus LBI tracking. Yeah, but I've got to do some alterations at the top of my bedroom, as I'll be putting my Logitech back on my other PC to do the part for the LBI tracking, as the telly I'm on now don't support, it's too big. As again, I got informed that LBI tracking in this game has now been updated with numbers, sliders, well done to SCS for doing that for people that have got LBI tracking bars still. Again, I am like them, I've still got one, but of course I don't think I'll ever play games with LBI tracking for driving. Oh, that car floated over that then. It's probably because it's an hill. But I have got shooting games which I will be using the LBI tracking bar for them. But it all comes down to what people want the tracking for. Some like having nothing to wear, like headphones. Myself personally, I've got my headphones on anyway most of the time because it's late at night. People don't want to be hearing this, so I'm trying to sleep. So having a little more voice coming off my headphones is nothing. So be sure to check out that video if you're thinking about buying a tracking headset and you ain't going down that road of VR yet. Again, I've watched a video on VR and I'm on about the Quest headset, saying that you can use that now by put your teeth in, by buying a lead that will allow me to plug it into a PC and use it like the other one. I never think of the company who make that. Make the Rift, that's it. Oh, I thought those were stuck then. So I'm thinking I'm going to get a bit more research done on it, and I might buy me a Quest if I can use it as the other. Is it the Rift Plus or something like that? I'm reading bad reports on that one, and basically all I want it for is like Euro and my car racing games. But again, I have been reading that again whether it's changed. Again, you don't know until you buy an headset. I want it for like my racing games so I can get better apexes and stuff like that. But been told, or I've read, that a set of Corsa Competizione is terrible looking in VR. Again, not being able to have an headset yet or whatever, I wouldn't know. But with changing this aspect ratio, I might not need the VR, because this is just as good as VR. Any trouble is I can see that side of the room and that side. That's the only thing. I can do everything else a VR user can do for less the price. So I don't have to keep my money and spend it elsewhere. Buy me something else, whether a dashboard or something, or get one. I'm like that. You know what I mean? 50-50, I don't know what to do. Phone a friend, ask the audience, that kind of moment. Anyway, what we doing for diesel? I'm halfway. Again, this is quite a long journey. I'm actually going to fill up. Anybody watches me, I don't like to run out of diesel. I hate playing the game and think, well, shit me, I could have filled my tank up and I've now run out, so I don't know what, for the love of the money I've just put that into 12th day for. Stop the engine then. Oh dear. Button box sometimes they wear it and then other times think, oh come on. Alright, I'm just looking back at the stream on my little phone so I'll get my comments from. And I've just realised they ain't got my comments up. How rude is that? And it's the Bobster, he's back. Good morning, Marmite. I see your comment there, buddy. I've just seen that. I do apologise if you're still there, my old pal. How you doing on this lovely morning? Hey, I did mention you earlier on. Hey, you must have heard me. Bloody phone, I don't know about get VR, I've got to get my bloody phone sorted. That keeps going off. Oh, bloody see it. Thing that I saw. Come on. Pissing about phone. No, it ain't happening. I'll send him a message if he's gone, bless him. I just think I'm alright. Come on. Bloody. Come on, gears. I've been alright now, mate, tonight. All this morning. I keep saying tonight, it's bloody morning, eh? But here we go, like, as I was saying with this traffic mod. Oh, look at him here coming up the outside. He's going to stop here. Go on, hurry up. You could just not. You could just pull out these junctions now. You have to stay and drive properly. And for me, that makes it all the more realistic. Again, loads of cars, as I say, here in the Black
Keep
Country.
right, and then turn right.
We can do that. Ah, yeah, I'm still there. I were ignoring you. My bloody phone's playing up again. I'm glad I'm still there. I can talk. It's just I call the bloody phone won't keep up with the chat. I'm trying to see when you're using a second monitor. YouTube's got its own thing for streamers, as you probably know, where you can see it. But because I'm got the stream via the actual Facebook page, I can see that now, and that stays on constantly, so I don't miss any comments or anything. Bloody, it's hopeless. I'm gonna try and do it tomorrow. I've got 2 spare screens. See, I've run another PC at the top of my room because I do photography. So the 2 screens are up there, but I've only got 1 bracket. And how I am at the moment, you've got to see it from this and then look from the back camera. Got the telly here. If I put anything here, I've got a boom mic, which again it's connected, but I ain't using it. I've got to sort of put the monitor there so I can just glance at it. But the rig, there's nowhere to clamp it to. So I've got to find a way, or find some kind of fitting off Amazon or whatever, to actually extend it out a bit, to clamp it, and then I can bloody put it up. I mean, I've got the leads and everything. It's just I got the thing. Well, if I can get this arm I've already got, I've got one over there now, and I can take that down, use that monitor on there, and of course the other monitor, I can replace that arm, you know, get another one off Amazon Prime like where I bought that one from. But I ain't gonna buy one. If that don't fit, then I'm in the shit basically. I've got to go and, you know, find something else. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. If that gets the monitor up to the height where I am. Yeah, because I can see it now. It's popping up. But if I don't catch it, it fades off the screen, you see. That's what it does with the mobile phone. It comes up for a few seconds and then fades away. So if I ain't seen it pop up, I miss what you've said. And because I were watching it before, it went off, didn't it? That's when I realise you was here. So it's annoying. But as I said, like, if I can get it all to work tomorrow, because you do. I mean, well, I did. I had it in a different position before, so I moved it to where I am now. But I want to do all the cable management again, because it don't matter how clean you are, bloody dust gets everywhere, and I'm forever hoovering the mat and the pedals. The dust seems to just collect in your pedals. So I've had the hoover up here for over a month. My old lady's like, "Where's my hoover?" It's all right, I've got it in my room. Every other day I hoover the carpet one, because I bought a next level racing rug. Basically, the console is underneath the rug, or on top of the rug, should I say. Sounds better. But it collects the dust, so to keep on top of it, like I say, I do it every other day. But the cable management, to do it, I have to take this back out onto the landing, because I got the room. I am the same as mine then, with it going off on you, the screen. It's a pain in the arse. I mean, but again, it's better than having no screen. Because like I used to do, I'd do my videos, but I wouldn't do them live. I'd go private, and then once I'd finished the video, I'd then send it to live. So you know, I'd rather do it live. At least you can have a chat with somebody. I mean, I normally Skype, so basically whoever's talking, I can talk to them in Skype, or there's that Discord, Is it Discord? Oh, I can't work that out yet though. I'm new to that. I've got to do a little bit more research, but at least you can talk to people if they've got a microphone. You got a microphone. And I think you can run it through this as well, OBS, so people could hear whoever I'm talking to. A friend of mine does it, so I've got to find out a bit of information off him. Get me a Discord channel. And if people want to have a rattle, save typing, then so be it. I'd rather do it that way. They're making people type. But I ain't long come from work, so I've been at work all day and all night, so that's why I wore on last night. I had to get me ugly sleep. So I thought I'll get home, have me tea, change your clothes and do a little stream. And I don't know if you got the start of the stream. This is a map where I've downloaded. I had it before. Called the EAA map. It's a map of Brazil. Yeah, it is. I'm serious, Brazil. Yeah, it's got. I think it is all. And it's huge. It's absolutely massive. But it's free as well. Only 2 files we download. And you put them in your mod folder, and then you put them in the order of the stack. Start the game up, and away you go like. And the roads, them treacherous, they really are. The deep bends. Cannot find any of the roads that these modify in the proper game. Ah, wicked. Nice one, Bobster. Oh, I hope they come for you, chap. Brilliant. It does, I mean, it's bloody hard when you're trying to set up the stuff, like, you know. But again, you'll benefit from when you've got them. I mean, as I see it, you're a long time dead, are you? If you don't buy them now, you can't buy them when you're 6 foot under. So you may as well enjoy them while we're still on the planet, and enjoy life while we can. We are here long enough, haven't we? That's how I see it. You know what I mean? I've seen enough with me dad. It's a mint, Matt. It's beautiful. I mean, it's a little. Some of the textures ain't the best in the world. I'm a little bit flat, but again, it's free, so you can't really moan. You know, you're driving, but for nothing. I mean, even the DLCs you download, like the different countries to do with the game, they ain't dear anyway, and you've got to think how much time they put in to get them, you know, looking like some of the places they do in the world. Like, you know, they ain't 100 to 1% scaled, but at least they try to put some of the famous iconic buildings in, or statues. So, you know, and like I said the other night, there's nobody going to touch SCS software for this game. There's nobody. You know. But, I mean, once you get started with this, you can always come and join us online, me and my mate, and do a convoy. You know, once you get into the game and that, and you know, get used to driving. You know, I'm going Truckers MP. I mean, like I said the other night, I stream. I jump into Skype with my mate. Me, well, I do photography and I work for football I work for a big football club. I work for West Bromwich Albion. the baggies, who I work for. So it was a football match tonight, so I was there tonight. FA Cup for our under 18s or 21. It's one of the two. So I've been there tonight. But in the day, if I hate football, I do photography and mess about doing other stuff on the internet, and then chill out and game of a night time, or as it is now, early hours of the morning. Oh dear. Hey, I was looking at your videos. Nice to know you're a Viper as well, Bobster. That is a plus with me, dude. Oh dear. Hey, you might learn me some things. Mate, you're more than welcome to come and join me. Anytime you want to do, you know, gaming, you're welcome anytime. You know. Like I said, when you do convoy, you know, when you're playing online, you know, you can have a talk with somebody if they've got a microphone and an headset, you know, so they can talk to you, you can hear them. Me and my mate, when he's off work, we have hours of fun. We'll do all day and night driving. You know, just stopping to go to the toilet and get something to eat and stuff. You know. I mean, that's the guy who got me into all this. Mark. But, you know, it's just relaxing. You know, it's just sat here now. I mean, at the start of the stream, I was going, if you did catch the beginning, I was going through all what I've put in new, like new traffic, a mod that makes more traffic on the road. Now, for me, now, this traffic is more realistic than having no cars. I mean, say if I was a car in front of me, because the traffic's coming more the other way now, I can't overtake, I've got to drive. Oh shit. Haha, it's him then, that was a lot. I nearly hit him full on. Yeah, you gotta chill out, man. It's, you know, life's enough serious, ain't it? There's too many things in serious. I mean, there's times when you've got to take things serious, but stuff like this, I love doing it, you know. And I think, well, why do I share my gameplay with other people? If they want to come and look, then, you know, more than welcome. And if I can help somebody out, I mean, I've been on the net now, what, 20 odd years? So, you know, you pick things up, whether it's game related, computer related, software related, anything to do with photography. I mean, I got another page. My other page is on the top of the start page. You'll see it in the corner. Blitz Photography. That's my YouTube page for my photography, like. Again, I put a lot up there for a bit. Because, like I said, I don't know if I said the other night, I lost my dad in May, so everything had to be put on hold while my dad was ill. But like now my dad's passed away, I've got to start building up my business again, and you know, to chill out doing this. He ducked. And I bloody did. I tell you what, people don't realise just how realistic this looks. And like I've said, at the start of the stream, I've made the aspect ratio. I've got black bars at the top and bottom now, where they used to fill the screen. So basically, it was more like a square. Now it's more width and less height, but it has made my view a lot better. I mean, because I was going to buy a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor, and then I seen the bloody price. They wanted £1,000. And I was like, I can't afford that. Not for a freaking monitor, no way. Again, they always say, don't they, you get what you pay for. And my friend says, well, sod buying a big monitor like that, you may as well just buy a 4K television, a big one. So that's what we did. He'd already bought one, a 50K TV, 50-inch, sorry. He says, buy that and then split the screen. So we did it yesterday, and you know, just give me a little black bar at the top and a black bar at the bottom. But
Exit now.
when you're in these console rigs, you call adjust the seats. You can take the chair back and forward, as I says, but I call seat over the chair, yeah, like you would in a PC chair. So if anything's level with the base, you call seat, you've got to keep lifting your head over to have a look. Well, now, because the screen's gone up and down from the top, but up from the bottom, the dashboard, the sat nav now, I can see that without really moving my head, because it's annoying for me, keep doing that. So if anybody's watching the screen and all I'm doing is doing that every 5 fucking minutes, it's got to piss folks off. Well, that's how I see it anyway. You know, so now I can just sit here. You know, I'm like it when I'm driving. I like to have a little gander out the window and, you know, that's what I do. I feel like it's driving. I really do. It's weird. The only trouble is I can get out here, have a piss, go make me a sandwich, make me a cup of coffee, whatever. You can do that in a car, can't you? Oh, it's hilarious. And now getting me arse vibrated and all. I'm having a massage. Yes, I've seen. Well, Squirrel did that one, didn't he? I think it's the same screen I wanted. What Squirrel reviewed. No, I did like it. Hold on. Let's pause this stream just a sec. I'm sure it's that 49. Where is it? Alright, I'm talking to my Google. Squirrel, YouTube. I'm sure it's that one. As soon as I see his video, where's he put it? 9-inch. Ultra wide. Is that the one?
Shy effect.
Yes, that's the one. It was that Rogue Strix FX 49-inch TV. Well, I like that. See, I got a 49 one, but I have got an ultra wide. What I do my photography on, yeah. And I thought that'd do me in the 49 thing for doing the trucking on or gaming. Until I seen the ficking price, and then I nearly had a baby. I thought, no, we shall be having a monitor that big. We shall have a big 50-inch telly, and that'll be done. Well, I don't know if you got that for free or they get and he has to send them back. I think he has to send that back. I don't think he gets it for free. I think they just send it him. He reviews it, and then they, either get collection. I don't know. I mean, the guy's been around from .a since they've made this game. I mean, he's got himself in the game. I mean, you can actually drive a Squirrel. No, sorry, you can actually hire Squirrel as a driver. I've actually got him in here. I've employed him in one of my garages. And again, he's helpful because some of the things that you need to know about these games, he's made reviews. Again, they're a little bit out of date because the people, CSC, I always call it C, it's SCS, have updated the game that much now compared to when he brought the game. But again, if you're trying to learn out things, I always go back to his channel and search it. That's the first person I look for because he's been there, as I say, been there, seen it, done it, got the t-shirt kind of thing. Just hold on, I'll show you. They're gonna crash out. Bothered. Like here, some of the settings, like some of these settings, I hadn't got a clue what they meant, and it was like these truck stability. I don't know if it was that way where I've got it now or that way, yeah. Was I moving it over to the right, which would make me less stable, or does it need to be on nothing? Because they put nothing. Well, when he did the review on this, most of these weren't there. There was a few of them, but again, over time, they've all updated it. But at least looking at Squirrel's video, it did give me a sort of clue what was what. But he goes into a file where he configures it, and then that gets a little bit confusing, yeah? It even confused me. So I thought, fuck that. I'll come out that. And when I looked, SCS have done it now in the game. Again, they're putting no numbers. I wish they would. I wish they'd update this interface. And then I would stop pissing moaning. But again, if you buy the game, they've got to take their head, eh? That's how I see it. If they'd have done it or done it now, but again, same trying to bring out maps, mods, and whatever to make this game better. I can put up with this not being having numbers. And I just look. I mean, some of it you can work out yourself. I mean, but when it comes to physics and all this shit, it's a bit hard sometimes. What else is there? That's a little bit hard. Buttons ain't too bad, you know. But here was another one I got stuck on. Where is it like retarder increased? Retarder, you know, I had to Google what they meant. Engine brake. What's the difference between a normal brake and an engine brake? I'm a freaking lorry driver, so you know what I mean. Lift and drop axle. No idea. You know what I mean? Stuff like these. I ain't got a fucking clue. And this is where you let down. Where's the information to let me know what it is that I know? So if anybody's buying the game now, that's what I feel sorry for. People that are spending the money and then looking at it and thinking, what the fuck? You know, it'd probably take them a couple of days, a week, just to write a tiny little bit and like, this does this, this does that, this does that. Even if it took them, I don't know, a month. SCS, if you're out there, send me the information, I'll write it, and then you can publish it. I'll charge you. Hey, I've done that live on YouTube. Get in contact with me, man. Drop me an email. I've got fuck all to do in the day. Get him a job. Give me a job. I'll do that for you. But you would. You've met this game brilliant. Because everything else about it is fantastic. I never turn, well, like I said to you the other night, I never turn the fucking thing off, hardly. So. Right, oh, you know. And the King Race games are even harder. Oh, Christ. I'll try and, like, put the information to get me right, because I do like to race my cars, but I've hurt my shoulder. I don't know if I've hurt it at work or I've actually done it moving about in here. Of course, it's been done in here, it's been done somewhere else. But I don't know. But I've been talking to a paramedic tonight at work, asking him, and they said, look, you know, you probably tore a muscle. So again, it could be done what I've done in the chair, because this does give some fucking vibration at times in different games. But going back to changing settings, when I'm doing the race games, you know, I look at some of the settings and I think, what? I'm clueless. I really am. I'm like, I wish they'd put some bloody information in. But, you know, we can't have it all, can we? But it would be nice. Oh dear. Like now, every so often, with the game, but I think it's a lot of people have this problem. This game flickers, or it stutters. It's only for a microsecond. It's like stutter and gone, but you do notice it, and that's only when you start dropping mods in. Oops. Right, I'm reading the comment then. What's that? Read what you say. It's alright because it's got off my bloody screen. I'm gonna save it for a Trackir next. Not cheap. Now the Trackir ain't cheap. But I tell you now, Bob Stack, do get the Trackir, mate. Don't get me wrong, Tobio's alright, but for working it out, see, I will show you what Trackir interface look. Hold on, let me have a look. While I'm sitting there, if I show you a link, let me just get the Trackir's website up for you, dude. Trackir. Let me post the VoIP page. Learn more. Right, here it is. Go click this link in the comments where I'm going to post in a minute, yeah? You scroll down the page, shows you what the interface looks like when you load up before you play the games, yeah? So basically, this is how you set your tracking up to work when you're playing games, and I tell you what, man, it just blows Toby eye tracking out the water. Right, let me post the link. Yeah, matey. Michelle, click on that link. It's safe. It's just from Natural Point who make the software. That'll show you what the interface looks like. Now, compare that to call them Trackir. Oh, sorry, fuck me. Toby eye tracking. Toby eye tracking's load confusing. It really is, and it's not as smooth as this. But again, you have to sit here with this bloody headset on, or you can wear a cap with one who's got no wires. Yeah, they work both just as good, but of course, night time I've got to wear headphones because people are in my bed, so with them clipped on, and you got the wire from your headphones anyway. What's another wire? Nothing. You got like a little receiver on the top of your screen, a bit like a web camera, with a couple of LEDs and two little red lights, and it works flawlessly. It's absolutely superb. But again, you can only buy this from one person. Hold on, I'll do that for you as well. Let's find out where you buy this from. There's only one seller here in the UK. Come on, where is it? I'll buy mine from. Because when I looked to buy this originally, I could not get this anywhere. Yeah, I hit Alt and Tab. So basically, I pause my game, and then I've actually come out the game now. So you're still seeing my game unpaused. You can still see me because that's OBS. But because I hate old OBS to screen grab me screens. Oh well, that's all right then. Um, I'll have to do a stream in the day where I've got no headphones on. So basically, hold on. Let's get out the chair and I can show you. Oh shit. Fuck on. That's any trouble. I get in that. It's fucking rig. I air small. As you can see. Now fat horse. Stop, mate. Stop. Gotta do the cap. Where's my cap gone? Here's the tracking. Oh dear. I hadn't got a cap, you see. Well, I couldn't find a cap. And that's what you wear. You put this little bit, you can see that on camera. It's like a little receiver, but there's no wires. What it does, it's on the peak of a cap. This is if you buy the Pro version, yeah? If you don't buy the Pro version, you don't get this, yeah? This is the one that plugs into the Trackir and into a USB lead. This picks up with the Trackir. There's no wires. So basically, I'm going to take the headphones off, and this is what you wear. All right, the microphone's on that fucking thing. You wouldn't be able to hear me then. When you just wear it like that. So if I am streaming and I want to play my music through my head from my speakers in the day when I am streaming, I want to just chill, without doing a stream. I wear this one, yeah. It works exactly the same, flawless, no things, no wires. So, but you're wearing a cap. As long as you got a cap with a brow on, I'm all right. Right, I couldn't find one, so I bought the cap from the place where I bought it. That's the Trackir. Now I'm back with the Pro version on, and that's all good. Yeah, I gotta have a laugh here. But see if I can find you the link where I bought that from. As I said, I went to buy it in this country. Sorry, I went to go. I went on Amazon when I first bought the Logitech, and I'd seen this Natural Point, and I'd seen Toby eye tracking, and when I got the money, they hadn't got Trackir. Couldn't buy it from nowhere. I was like, oh, sod it. And then eventually, um, yeah, now eventually, the company where I'm going to show you another link from had got it in stock. Right, where is it? Now this might be cheaper than Amazon, but this is the only UK vendor official seller Trackir. So where's my stream again? Yeah. Now that's who I bought mine from, and them good. They posted it in a couple of days. It was there, and again, I did pay 194 quid. Now, bear in mind, I paid. How much did I pay for my LBI tracking? Amazon. Well,
Here's a
probably asked typing in Amazon. Best friend. Let's have a look. I had more tracking for last year. Bought my Logitech B920, 15th of December 2018. I've had it a year. They ought to give me shares, LBI tracking. Right, I paid 149 quid for my LBI tracking. Back in January 2019. I had that the 10th of January. So I've had that a year in 2 days, yeah. I bought Trackir. When did I? Oh no, when I bought my Trackir. No record. But buying the Trackir and buying the Toby tracking, bought a fucking VR headset. But don't worry about that. I don't worry about making late deliveries. I'm all right on these. That doing these EAA maps that mean nothing. So it's like going welder trucks account. You welder trucks on here. So doing them missions, try and do them, sort of properly. So otherwise they mess up your online account for trucks. Doing stuff like EAA maps. Them just doing it. I ain't achieving nothing basically. I meant to say. No, I don't mind showing you. If I can help you and save you a bob or two, because Amazon will probably might put a tenner on extra or something. I always try and cut out the middleman if I can. you know, if I can save a tenner or 20 quid somewhere, then say if I can pass that information on to you, and you know, save you a bit of money, and then I can sleep at night. Then I know I've done my bit for the day for somebody. That's how I see it. But you can see on the streams. I mean, I've took this headset off. Okay, it is where you position your headset, like, you know, if I do that, and then when you bring your head down, it tilts, you know. But you can alter this before you actually go into the game, and then once you go into the game, you know what it's going to be looking like before you've even loaded the game up, because you've done it in Trackir software. It's so easy to do. A kid 10 could do it. A kid fucking 5 could do it. But you use Toby eye tracking. A fucking bloody somebody at college who's fucking clever couldn't do that. Right? You need fucking degrees to. You need a qualification to fucking modify that now, I've swore. It's so hard. Absolute solid. I was like, for fuck's sake, man. I've got to take out a fucking degree in something to learn how to do it. But and this supports more games than the Toby eye tracking does, and there's no. You've probably heard of the term third-party plugins. Basically, you might download something, and then you still need to put another plugin to make it work. Well, this was the case with this game with the Toby eye tracking. I used to have another something else running on my PC to make it work. That's why they integrated Toby eye tracking into this game to cut out that third-party plugin. But I'm going to do a review of the two, and then people have got the choice, and I will give an honest opinion. You know, at the end of the day, I owe that to Toby eye tracking. It did what it did, and it does it for people that ain't got massive screens. And again, I'm willing there to sit there and piss about with it. But if you want to just put an headset on, game away, have something easy where you ain't got to sit there fucking about for 3 days like I was, then Trackir's the one. Or if you've got the money, fucking VR headset. And again, I'm losing quality of the VR at the moment. They ain't got the quality what we can get with a monitor or a television, you know. And I'll keep reading so many good reviews, and then all of a sudden I'll start reading so many shit ones. I think I don't want to give somebody 300 odd quid or more and then be fucking disappointed, because I lose my temper too much when it's like that. You know, I think, well, fuck me. And I can't stand people that do reviews and they review it just to, you know, get more shit sent to them by people that send them the shit in the first place. It does me fucking treat. And there's a few I've seen over the years on YouTube that do that. You know, if somebody made something right, then they need slagging off. That's our arse in life. They should have got it right in the first place. Oh well, take a sign out. I missed that. It's alright, I'm trying to piss about with it. That's better. Right, let's drive sensible now. Or try to. Oh, it's a laugh, it. Watch out, Russies are coming, you know. I love this map. I hope on this stream you see some of the bumpy roads I'll get on here. Fucking hell. The truck's just bouncing all over the road. It's awesome. And you don't get none of that in the normal maps. Anyhow, over in this area. It's awesome. I don't know how long we've got to deliver on. It's quite a big job. I've still got 23 hours to deliver the trailer. In game, like, you know, not in real time. Again, that don't take that long. What we're doing, 50 mile an hour, and I'm doing 42. Well, I've never tried a VR headset yet. I mean, where I am in the Midlands, the closest for me to go and try a VR headset is in a Curry's or a PC World in Coventry. There's no way I'm going to go and drive to fucking Coventry just to try an headset out. You know, that's the... And we've got one of the biggest, I don't know if it's either PC World or Curry's in the West Midlands. Junction 9. It's massive. Why can't they have one on my fucking doorstep? I've got to drive to Poxy Coventry. I don't think so. Just to try a VR headset. So, I mean, I've got a friend of a friend who knows where they do these exhibitions to do with car safety. So what he says next time there's one of them up, and I know them like doing things for car safety and them using simulators, I'll pick you up, and then I can have a chance to have a go on a VR headset, and hopefully it's one that I can buy. Octopus Rift or something. I can't get my fucking teeth around that word, but it's the Rift. That looks about the best one. Well, in my price range anyway, about 300 odd quid. Oh, Woods in Russia. That's an old one. To be fair, now I've done that many videos. There's been, you know, I'll just try and put a bit of everything out. It probably could have been the road from hell. Was I going through like, hold on, if it's the forest one, hold on, lost the bloody comment again. I hate this fucking phone. Right, come on, text. It's probably the one when I had this thing called Pro Mods in. There's a guy on here as well called Milan. What he does, he reviews not maps, he reviews plugins. Yep, so basically truck skins, anything to do with modding the trucks and stuff. Where Wombat does the maps, this other guy called Milan, he puts out the videos. Alright, my text is up again. Come on, I hate this sodding phone. But hold on, bear with me. Oh, now the phone's disconnecting. I will be so glad to piss this handset off. Right. Check now notice of me typing that just. Alright, I'm trying to work on a small proxy screen which I can't see. Hold on. And now I'm behind with it. Let's get this live back up properly. You know what? Let's just start the stream. Let's just start me bloody phone. Hold on. You'll have to bear with me. They're going to catch itself up, is it? It's going to be a right pain in the arse. No, of course, no text at all now. YouTube, you're a pile of shit. Just thought I'd tell you. Go get it right. Yeah, it would be. That right, my text has come back on now. Well, this Milan, I've seen him do a video of it. So I dropped him a message on I got him on Twitter as well as on Facebook, but of course I got more chance of getting him on Twitter. So I says, where can I get this map from and where do I find this forest? So again, he's another good YouTuber. Yeah, English, I don't know where Milan's from. He might be from Milan. But he sent me the details and he took some screenshots and he uploaded them to Twitter. And of course, I thought, oh, you know, I'll have a go myself. Oh, like you see in the video, I was all over the bloody place. The roads are so uneven. And then I got this map, what I'm driving now, this EAA. And this is even worse in parts. But you don't know. I mean, it was worse in 135. And like, yesterday I went to Wombat site and some others, having a look what had come out now, like for this 136 version, and it said like EAA maps come back out, and it's been upgraded. So,
At the roundabout.
we can
7
now.
exit.
Alright, my phone's all playing up. I'm going to get rid of that. Boy, that's taking the piss. And I can't turn my phone round. You know, I've got full text if I turn my phone round. That's just. But I'm trying to read the text on the piss. I can't do that. Oh. Right, let's just come out the mid-tech. Hold on, bear with me. Right, restart YouTube. Not actually the stream, I'm just starting my phone. I think I've disappeared in there. Something's just flied off my desk then. I ain't got a clue what that was. Come on. I think it's because I got Luke Skywalker with me. Right, that's it. Nah, stay on there for... I don't know why I don't know why it fades, the text. Gotta be something on there that makes my text stay where it freaking is. I'll have to look into YouTube. But as I was saying, like, Wombat said, like, this map's been redone again with changes for 136, and it has. Yeah. Oh man, I was driving, and there was a fun fair. Like, you go to, you take the kids to the fun fair. You could hear the music blasting. Okay, I'll be in the car, so what?
Exit now.
But that was last night. I was like, joking now. I wish I had been streaming it, to be fair. But I always try new mods and maps before I do, because sometimes they crash, and that's the worst thing can happen. I just hope we can go down a road. I mean, normally little bits like this browny stuff in the road sometimes can make me cushion vibrate, because it's a different texture. But when I get on them bumps and lumps, oh Jesus Christ, the truck's bouncing all over the gaff. Right, let's reset my headset. Better. I've only went to work today and I took everything to vape. I took my spare batteries, the mod, and left me e-juice at home day, and I got none in. I've had to be all day without a vape. I've been like an head with a fucking bear with a sewer horse all day. And now my batteries have gone. That's taking the piss. Oh, where's my spares? I'm over there. A bit of cheap juice. Oh dear. Oh, caramel custard, and it's lush. What we're doing? Oh, it's a 50 mile road. I'm only doing 27 mile an hour. What's going on? Oops. Come away from that. Crashing the freaking truck then again. Oh dear. And I've got my lights on it. Oh, I need my lights on. It's alright. Sometimes these signs just and brighter. Christ. Like, as you can see here now, you can drive down here and you don't get roads with them all cornered off. I've got a bloody drawer full of mods. Me and my old man packed in smoking about, oh, it's got to be nearly 7 years now. Started off on the, oh, what was them muds fuss we had? There was like a big stick, the Vamos, what I started off on. Well, tell a lie, I started off on them little pens from the market first. what was it? About 30 milligrams of nicotine back in the day. And I couldn't really get a drag out of them cheap uns, and I went back to smoking roll-ups. My dad continued not smoking, and then he went to a proper vaping shop near we, and come back with 2 Vamos, and that was it then. I went back onto vaping, and I've never had a cigarette since. But in that time I've bought bloody smock mods, smock tanks, and smock. I ain't joking, if I could meet them who met them, I'd rip their fucking heads off now, I've swore. The money I've given smock and their fucking items and shit. Every mod I've had from smock has broke. And I'll swear blind, I would never have another smock mod. Don't care. I would never buy another one. I slagged them off rotten on Twitter. I mean, the meta, without looking on the website, of course, tell you off the top of my head, but there were the meta silver one that broke. The juice got into the electrics because the ceiling they put round it just to seal the LEDs. So of course, juice got in, corroded the buttons. That's happened on quite a few of them. Another one, the thread just totally broke. I actually sent it. I mean, the person I used to buy my stuff from was from in London. Was it Noble Vaping? I'm sure that was called Noble Vaping. And that was good. They got good prices, and I had to keep sending them back. Ah, cool. And if I'm about on the Friday, I'll come in and have a check you out. I used to watch them religiously, you know, like vaping, the Bogan and stuff like that. Grim Green. What's the guy with the glasses? Oh, Christ. Again, I'm on my photograph YouTube. The Vaping Postman is another one I used to watch. Who's that American guy, well famous? Well, there's a few from America. I used to watch, but nowadays I just vape, not as much as I used to. I mean, all my juices now, I'm nicotine free. I'm only vaping the flavours. And again, I don't buy all the day juices now. I used to, you know, but I'll buy what they're called. Oh, fuck me. Let me just grab a bottle. Stop the freaking truck. Stop truck. What they're called? Vapor Goo. I probably won't see that on camera because it's well lit. But six bottles, 29 quid, without no nicotine in. Job's a good one. About 30 or about 35, I think, somewhere like that. If you want 3 mil of nicotine. But of late, the last couple of orders, I ain't bothered having the nicotine. So, and again, as you know yourself, that vaping leaves that like little film of like shit dough it everywhere when you vape in a room. Mike vapes. Probably again without me going on my other one. Again, me freaking check. Oh, this fucking chat's do me head in. Well, I followed that Mark TVP from his very start. You know. Like I said, I watched none of their channels for fucking years. None at all. I watched the review Mark did on a tank. And it's a really good tank. Because You remember when they started bringing out the single coil tanks? I don't know if you do it yourself. I'll roll my own coils. I don't buy coils. So I just wanted a tank that was just one single coil. I was sick of having like the dual coils, you know, and having to run your batteries at fucking like 90 watts an hour. And I watched the review on a tank he did, and I thought, oh, sound, I'll go and buy that. It nothing but fucking leaked, dry hits, and I replied back to him. And again, he said something cocky to me once on a thing, and I thought, you know what, mate, you can fuck off. And you know, I don't take him serious enough after that. He praised it up, and nah, it was no good. But I don't know what I'm vaping on that tank was. What is it? Oh, I can't even see what that says now. Hold on. I can't even see what this tank says. Go. I don't know if it's a BOVID. I can't see, not in this low light without my glasses. But, you know, I've tried that many fucking tanks. I tell you what I do like though. Is it the oh, what's his name? That Australian, the one who I said the vaping Vogan ate. He brought out a dripper, and his dripper, fucking hell, it's lethal. If you put the right coils in, it is really good. But again, I'm running. I like to, you know, I like a good thick juice, some beefy coils. But I don't know if, well, for me, I used to order my batteries from Amazon. I can't get them on there now. It's a fucking nightmare trying to buy 18650s. Now you know, unless I buy them from a vaping shop. I mean, we got loads of vaping shops where I live. I've got 3 in a place near me. But yeah, they all do the same.
Go straight on.
Yeah, I'm right there. But I do enjoy that oh, not the tank, I've just said it, fuck me, the dripper. But I call, you know, at work you got to sit there, keep dripping. I ain't got time to drip, so the tank while I'm at work. But when I used to be at the top of the room, oh, I'd be vaping all night, window open, on the dripper, big fucking clouds. I've made videos and all sorts of shit, you know, and uploaded them. But oh, shit me, slapping my fucking brakes on then. But I've got to buy a new mod. I've got to buy a new mod. I dropped my mod and cracked the screen, so now I can barely read what wattage I'm on. So I have been paid yet for over the Christmas period, and we got some serious double time going in from football. So I might treat myself to a new mod. But oh, son, is that an online website? What, you've just put that Fog Store for batteries? Am they online shop or something? If that's an online shop, do us a favour, bang the link in the thing, and I can have a look at that when I finish the stream, if you don't mind, please. You know, I don't mind that, you know, as long as I'm good batteries. And if it's helping anybody else keep a business, right, I don't mind doing that.
And then turn right.
As I say, I struggle.
Turn right.
Because I got an old mech mod. They're the best. Oh, I can't think of the name of the mech mod I bought. It was only a starter kit. I bought it from China. And to be fair, I risked buying it from China, but it did come. I had no problems with delivery. Just took a little bit longer. It's a Blacken Vapor Go something, I think it's V-Go or something like that. I don't use the actual dripper, but I do use the mech part of it. But I'm thinking of getting another one of them. I do enjoy them strippers. But oh yeah, this going in. When my old man was bad, I ain't got time to do nothing. You know, my life revolved around me dad. So, you know, everything I used to do stopped when my dad was poorly. So now, like I said, just getting my life back on track now. I mean, there was nothing me and my old lady could do anymore for my dad, you know. So, and he wouldn't want me being morbid or, you know, fed up. He wore that kind of person, my old man. So, as my old man was in the hospital the one day at the QE hospital, and he was seeing his consultant about cancer, and he turned round to the doctor, well, the professor, and he says, "Well, look, if I die tomorrow, at least I've had a good innings." I mean, that was the kind of bloke my dad was. Fucking hilarious he was. So, you know, I mean, I just wish he was alive now to see this. I really do. My old man would have fucking loved this. I think he'd have spent more time in this than I would have done. Even at the age of 70, he'd have been fucking sat in here. He'd had all in, he would have been. He used to sit and watch me on the racing ones. He'd say, "Fuck me, keep the cars on the track, will you?" I'll say, I am, I. You know, it's totally different from driving when you're racing and trying to compete with fucking... Well, at the time, it was just trying to keep the car on the track, never mind compete with anybody. Oh, they've been funny. Ooh, sometimes I had a little bit too much stiffness to this wheel, and then other times I'd have had enough. But I don't realise people when they, you know, watch videos with people with wheels, the stiffness of that. I'm really, I am wrenching it, but the resistance, just turning around that corner, then it's got it. I tell you, it fucking has got it. Yeah, he said nothing, have you? Maybe the force be with you, Luke. I love putting these soft cabins in decorations in. I just realised I've got my lights, I got me fucking disco. Well, I wish there was disco lights. But when you turn the lights on in the cab, it turns the lights on out in the truck. If I can, hold on. Turns my beacons on at the top and at the front of the cabin. It's hard to drive like this. I end up either crashing into the car in front or going too slow. I love the sound of these trucks when they're out of the window light. I better get back in the cab though, so knowing me I'll go and crash the fucking thing. And I've turned the indoor lights. I must take the beacons off, they drive me fucking, you know, when the eyes I'm going round the beacons are flashing in front of your eyes. It does me treeing. Now for some reason this road is a 25-mile-an-hour road. Boy the hell. Okay. Yeah, probably what it is, it's YouTube, I can put a link for you. But you could put, okay, I will, thanks for that. I'll do a search for it when I come offline. Or stops the stream, should I say. So, the batteries I got now, they're alright, you're running the little tanks. But, you know, it's 15-20 minutes running a dripper. That can't handle it. That's even with batteries on my mod, like. So I know it ain't got no chance in the mech with even one battery.
Go straight on and then turn right.
But I think I've got my dripper on me other. I've got two tanks exactly the same, like, as when I've got my dad's old mod, and whatever tanks I bought, I had to buy them twice. So I've got double of everything. So whatever tanks I had, my dad had. I think the very first tank I liked was the TFV4 by Smock. That was still one of my top tanks. That was when that come out. Because that TFV fucking 8, that was shit. It really was. And then it's after enough to buy the Smock Prince. Again, that's another one. And what come out about the same time as the Smock Prince? Another company bought one out. It was Smock. So I thought, well, I could be arsed. I buy the two. I bought the Smock Prince and I bought the other one. Same kind of tank with a 3 coil system, but you could build your own and you put 3 tiny micro coils in. Again, you're running it at 90 watts, 100, and higher, depending on what build you bought. Oh, sand. Oh, that'll do me then. And then batteries. Oh, I'll say I'll have a look after when I come off the stream. I mean, I can't do nothing till Friday, till I get paid. I've only got 3 days to wait, and then I'll go on a mad spending spree. But I could get now batteries. I mean, I do Amazon, and you could even order now batteries. All them doing now is selling shit 18650s to do with, like, for cameras and bloody head torches. You don't if you're buying decent ones, do you? And I don't like to scrimp on bloody battery safety when it comes to doing a mod. Because the last thing I want to do is blow my fucking self up just to have a vape. When you read about people, exploding mods and stuff and that, they just don't do the research, do they? You know what I mean? Say as if the vaping community ain't got enough information out there to learn people. I mean, some folks, to me, they just don't take the time to have a look. Again, if you ain't got a clue on the internet, that's fair enough. But, everybody's got some kind of knowledge of the internet. You've only got to type anything into Google. You could type in dog shit and it'll give a definition of what dog shit is. That's how good Google is at times. Oh dear. Ah, wicked. Oh, don't talk about battery wraps, fuck's sake. I bought some battery wraps once and y'all think I could work out to work them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I had to fucking Google it. I thought, well, what's a battery wrap? What am I doing with these? I don't realise it's when your battery... I mean, this was when I first got into it all, like... I've got to put these on to wrap my batteries up when I ain't using them. And my mate, he loft his head off. He says, damn, your house is thick. I said, well, I don't fucking know, do I? And what it is, I do like now, it's when your batteries are cracked out, the outer covers, you recover them. But again, not knowing, I was like, for fuck's sake. I do love, putting that like then just about battery wraps. And I couldn't get the, how it shrinks when you put a bit of heat on with an hairdryer or something. I couldn't get it to shrink right. I think I throwed it mostly away. Come like in a big long strip. I think I ended up throwing more away than actually covering my older batteries. I think in the end I'll just throw the oldish batteries away and just replace them at the time. And then was it them Samsung green ones, cheap and cheerful. Yeah, well that's it. Well, when I got into it a bit and I started to read up on it, I went to that Ohm's law chart that you can do online. Your wire, how many wraps you're doing. But now I just do 5 wraps of any wire. No, not any wire. Canthal. I've never gone and done any of the other wires. It's always been Canthal. But even now, I mean, I've got a drawer full there. You know, like the pre-med coils. I've got a drawer full. So for what I vape now, I mean, that coil what's been in that tank, I bet it's been in, oh, fucking ages. All I do is just whip the cotton out if it tastes a bit funny, re-wick it, coil's good to go. So, like, I do want to get my dripper back though. I miss my dripper. I feel like I've had a proper vape through a dripper. You know, good, like say, good set of batteries, get the heat, get a good set of coils in, and then fill the fucking room full of vape. I'm lucky now though, I'm right by my window, so I can just open the blinds. Oh, here we go. I'm going over some speed run things now. I've just gone over one. Shit. I love this game. It shows me one. Say there's a bump. I'll go and try to show you now. It was like a black thing in the road. That A1. But it was like a black square. And as soon as I hit it with the wheels, it made me suspension jump. Now it starts to pissing rain. Oh dear, here we go. So, like I said, go just drive down these roads, like, even at the speed it gives you. You just crash the trucks. This map's awesome for that. But it ain't repetitive. You don't know when it's gonna bring up on you. So you have to drive careful. Otherwise, goodbye, your truck's gone. How am I doing for diesel? I'm alright. Oh dear. I'm scared to put my foot down a bit just in case I come a cropper. I'm already doing 10 more more than I should be. I think they've all gone to sleep because there's no other cars on the road. I don't know where they've all gone. Well, I've sat here some nights and I've fogged my bedroom out, man. You know what I mean? And then I've gone, opened the bedroom door, gone downstairs, and I don't want to say, look at all that fucking smoke coming down the bastard stairs. I can hear him, Naz. I hear it like. Open a bloody window. But you don't realise, you know, I'm sitting there, me and my mate talking away, doing, you know, editing some pictures and whatever. And if I hadn't got the window open, soon fill the room full of vape. I mean, every so often I'd get a rag and I'd wipe all my PC down and, you know, again, it's better than smoking, you know, like you know yourself, no disrespect. It won't make your wallpaper, you know, when your ceiling's black. But it puts that little film of, like, grease, it like. And I'm like, fucking hell. So what I tend to do now, it was getting on my computers and fans and stuff. And I've got another dear PC up the top of the room for photography. I thought, you know what, for what it is, I'll vape a little bit in the room. I've got the window open now, I've got the other window open up the top of the room. And if I really want a good blast, I'll go across my landing, open my bathroom window, stick my head out the bathroom, and I'll vape like a trooper if I want to, you know. I mean, it's wonder my neighbours, they found the fucking fire brigade. You know, hit me, that house is on fire. Because as you know yourself, you can really put the clouds out, can't you? And I've got a good set of lungs on me, believe. But I'll take one of them and like, fucking hell, how many hours can I fucking do? Ring after ring after ring. Oh dear. Funny shit, man. I don't know what I'd done once. But I went back to using my Vamo with one of them little tanks on. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's annoying. It's like a little thing, like layer of grease, it. Oh. Well, shit me, I'd see that happen. Fucking hell. Scared the heebie-jeebies out of me then. I crashed it good and proper. And that is... Oh, look at that. Oh well. Okay, keep your knickers on, fucking popping your horns. And here, PC game, right, where's my button to get me? I don't know what I hit there. I really don't know what I hit. Shut up, popping. I've just took a picture of it anyway. Right, let's get me back to a service centre. I don't know what I've done then. I don't even know what I hit.
Okay, let's find a new route.
I've just watched it. I'll clip the wall, do I? Right. Fine. At least I don't lose the job. It just means I've damaged the trailer. I should have gone to bed and done this tomorrow when I was so tired. But, you know, you've got to do it, are you?
I'll find a new route.
Yeah. I'll repair my truck. 24,000 quid. You want it in fucking green shield stamps or milk tokens? I hit the wall. Alright, I'm forgetting to in real time. I'm going to do something like that. So, answers back in real time. There's about 5 minute delay either. Hit the bloody wall by the looks of it. Anyway, I've got a fresh truck. Come on, gears. Let's see if we can try again. That's if I can pull out how much traffic's here. Jeez. Come on, where are they all coming from? No one.
Turn left.
One of them's got to stop. This is the only thing with these traffic mods, they are realistic. Somebody would give way for you, wouldn't you? Now they'll block the road up. And they still won't give way for you. I know it's a game, but, you know, you can get that close to these. Yeah? Well, that's what I'm on about, Bobster. Some people... Hold on, let me show you. We go back into the settings. This is what I said to you the other night. These three settings here, where am they? Right. These three settings change how stable that your rig is, yeah? So it tells you there the truck stability. If it's to the left, you're adding no stability on. So if you push it to the right, yeah, then the truck's a little bit more stable. The same with the trailer. How stiff the suspension is. So pushing it to the right, the suspension would be mega stiff. Down with the cabin suspension, yeah. So boy, that's the negative value, and that's the plus. Common sense. But again, if somebody don't know or ain't clued up on things, you wouldn't fucking know which way to put left or right. You know which one's making it more or less. But I've got none of it. So basically, I have to drive slow. Any slight turn of the wheel will make me trip. Of course, you've just seen on the video. Slightest knock, that is it, man. It's all over. Good night. But when you're playing it, I watch these who play online in the multiplayer, and they bombing it. They piss past me and my mate when we're playing it. So we're restricted to 56 mile an hour because we take the welder truck jobs on. So they've got to be doing 90 mile an hour in the game kind of speeds. If I was to do 90 mile an hour in one of these trucks, I'd be tipping it every 30 seconds. Yeah, that's the difference. But for me, that's realistic. Yeah, a friend who's mine who's a lorry driver, like he said, Russ, you wouldn't be tipping that, lad. He says you wouldn't be driving like that if you was driving a real wagon. You drive a lot slower, like jackknifing it and that. So Again, trying to find out the information, set the settings. That's what I did. I made it feel like it's as real as I can make it for me. It ain't everybody's cup of tea because they'll like it like that. My friend don't like it like that. He just leaves it at default. That's how he plays. I like to make it so it bounces about. It feels near enough real. And again, I've got the shaker cushion, so we can appreciate how the vibration of that suspension feels under my arse, if you know what I mean. So it's hard for me to explain to my mate just how good it feels when the truck's bouncing. So all he sees, like everybody else, the truck bouncing about, but I can actually feel that, you know. So if I drive too close to the edge of the motorway or side of the road, whichever tyre's the closest, so if it was the back tyres on, not the front ones, I could feel that the left one or the right one, whichever way, would vibrate. Like I said to you, it's the best thing I ever bought. It just nabbled me for fucking delivery costs from America with that shaker cushion. But it does the job. It really does. And it's brilliant. I'm just changing my batteries over. And me a vape. My lungs need a bit of, I don't know, it's VG one I've got. Oh dear. Started to get tired. Right, come on, batteries. Please say them on HIs. About them and that one. Get me out 50 watts. Got my fucking seat. Bloody LED's just totally gone. All I've got is like a 4, so I know when it changes to 5, I know I'm at 50 watts. Scared of it blowing bastard up. Right, that's for, that's better. Sorry, mate. Oh no, I've done that before. Ah dear. Don't worry. Yeah, wait till I start shaking my fist at these drivers and thinking, hold on a bit, these are fucking computer drivers. I'm shaking my fist at the PC game. I've done it here. Sometimes I've been driving this and I've been streaming. I've gone, get out that fucking way. What you fucking? And then I'm thinking, hold on, Russ, it's a PC game. Calm the fuck down. It's a real life game. But it does. It gets you that bad. You know, before I started streaming it, like I used to just do it for myself. So I could spend 6, 7 hours driving in the day on this. Easy. All I'd go out the room is for a drink, the lavatory,
Turn
or
left.
somebody's on the phone for you, and then I'll be back upstairs on here. But when you got nothing to do, yeah, better than doing nothing. But them lights I'm on green. Why have I got my window wipers on in the bloody drive? Right, let's have a look where it's dropped me in the world. That's the wrong one. Come on, get your button.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Right, let's find where it's dropped me in the world. Jeez, I still got like 3,500 days to go. That map. See some of it hard, I think, because like I said, I had this mapping before they updated the game to this 136 update. And when I put it back in yesterday, all these yellow bits, the roads I've drove down previously in the 135. As you can see, I've still got loads of grey, but you can see I have. Because what you do is, as you probably might already know, every time you drive down a road, it goes yellow. So that indicates that you've already previous drove down it. And when I come yesterday, and I put this back on, I thought, I've got to re-drive down a lot of this EAA map. For some reason, the settings. Oh, bless you. Dear. But I thought I'd lose all this map. Oh, that tickled me, that did. But it saved it all, so I got to re-drive it. But like I said, the map is absolutely massive. And these are real places. If you was to type these into Google, some of these locations, they all are real. They take for some people they make maps, and then what they call fictional maps. They are exactly real places. Okay, a scaled 1-to-1, but if you was to type that in, it is a real place. Again, oh this shit, right? Just awesome. It's coming from a streaming point of view, it's more things to write and stream on my channel. You know, um, there's one guy who does the EAA map. I think it's the guy who actually made the map, but he's foreign. Can't understand a word he's saying. I don't even know. He must be Brazilian. So you can't translate it onto YouTube, and I just go have a look sometimes, see if there's anything, because when you can't understand somebody's language, you don't know what I'm saying, do you? I mean, the shit, whether, I think he was explaining the new updates for 136, what they've done in the map, but of course, I just sat there watching the video, but at least that one bat, he told us, look, they'd done the update changes. It's a little bit of a wide bet trying to get around here now. This bloody steering, sometimes it goes into foxy reverse. It's so sensitive. Bloody gear shifter. Oh, that's a pothole. Now that's just memory vibrates. That going over that what they call them? Ah, fucking hell. Oh, drain cover. That was it. There was a drain cover in the road again. You won't find these in any of the other maps. What the original game people make. And there's dips. I mean, the way that dips down, you can see it bouncing. I ain't moving that by moving my head. That's the way the physics of the suspension, how I've got it set up, makes me bounce. But when it does make me bounce, that triggers off the cushion and makes it vibrate. It's so without the cushion, I wouldn't experience that. And like I said to me mate, if that broke tomorrow, I'd have to go and order another one. I could play it without them, but the experience or the sensation wouldn't be the same now without it. But again, as we said the other night, everything you buy for this slot is fucking so dear. You need to fucking sell a couple of kidneys, a mortgage, you can sell everything just to get a decent setup. I mean, you'll go and type in YouTube and look at some of the deer ones, fucking hell. I'm like buying an house or a couple of houses, and that's just to buy a sim rig. But again, they do look good, and I suppose they must be awesome, but fucking hell, yeah. I mean, what was it, one price I seen? I think it was like 59 grand, and that was the starting price. So, I don't think I'll ever have one of them in my fucking lifetime, that's for sure. Unless I won the lottery, but it'd help if I started to play the lottery. Because that's the only fucking way I'd do that. Crazy. You could buy fucking half a dozen cars for the fucking price of a sim rig. How much some of these spend on these? Right, is that... Oh, this pissing chat again. I will. I'm definitely putting that bloody telly up tomorrow. That has got to go. Hold on. Give me a sec. Right. Alright, your last comment they show up. That's why I couldn't read it. He told me he had done a comment, but of course Foxy YouTube blocked it out until I've allowed it. I don't see. Yeah, I'll be alright, mate, with that. For that price, you wouldn't want to make a mess of your cushion, would you? You know what I mean? Well, all the vibration, mate, it's awesome. Where's we thingy, Bob? That's it. Set me a tracking back again. You can hear it, like I don't realise sometimes like folks can hear it. I have to turn it down sometimes because even I can hear it vibrating, and I have my headphones up really loud, but I can still hear that brrrr, you know, especially when if I got, because it's got, again, I can't show you due to the fact you can't stream it via OBS at the moment, but when I can I will show you the interface. It's got the sliders, and I think there's about 6 or 7 I have to move. But again, I keep changing them. I don't stick to the same ones. I think, fuck it. Sometimes I want it to vibrate like there's no tomorrow. And then other times I don't, you know. It's however I feel when I'm playing the game. Alright then, son. No probs. I'll have 2 sugars. Oh, yeah. Here's come some... If I'm still there, yeah, where he disappeared, is this bumpy road now. This is to represent fucking potholes. Look at it. I have to come down to nothing because I'm getting bumped about. All over the place now, cracks in the road. It's a nightmare. Shit, mate. Now, some of these names in this game, there's no way I could try and pronounce them. No. Some right names. Okay. What's in 9 mile an hour? I'll do. Now you got to be close then. It took him out. Oops, that easy. Hills. Oh dear. Ooh. Off the bloody road.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
It varies, to be fair, Bobster. With our workers at the moment, some days I've got all day, and then other times I could get a phone call and, you know, can you grab your gear? Can you do this? Can you do that? Or there's football commitments. But normally, if it's of a night time,
Go straight
you
in.
know, because then I'm gonna have Russ, can you answer the phone? Russ, can you do this? Russ, can you do that? There's no interruptions. Again, people either watch my stuff live or they watch it after the live, you know what I mean? I mean, being close to the window of a daytime, the natural light, even though I've got my blinds shut at the moment, the natural light still comes through. So it's hard to, the contrast between a telly, a bright window, is hard to see. So I like to stream of a night. Another reason. As you can see, the room's in total darkness, except for my few LEDs, which I'm like on, and the ones on the around the frame. And your eyes adapt to the monitor a lot better, or the screen a lot better. So I mean, I have tried to get into a routine where say come on about 7 o'clock at night, but um and you just try and get into routines and stuff like that, and it all goes wrong. So I just vape, put them up. If people want to watch them, then I'll leave them to that choice. I'm still going to stream it either way, unless I do something where I don't want to talk or I don't want to come on camera. I just want to. Oh, this fishing buggy, make your mind up. So what I do, I'm streaming it, but it's recording it, and then when I finish the stream, I just send it from private to watchable, basically. I mean, I've tried it, like the big streamers on. I'm having a nightmare tonight. It's right, reading your comment then. And I've got to get my other screen, my other monitor up tomorrow at some stage. I could be doing with this phone. It's been terrible. For reading my comments, what you're typing, and I hate to ignore people. Right, let's have a look what you've said. No, it's best for me. Like my grandkids here in the day. Well, that's it, ain't I mean, people. I'm either at work or other plans, and I've tried to come on and stream where 7 o'clock, 8 or 9. But people watch all the big streamers, like the ones who've been going years, and they've got the followers, I mean, I try to vary it. There's a bit of software out there, which, for free, it lets me stream to YouTube and Twitch, which is like YouTube, another gaming site, all at the same time, yeah? If you've got the bandwidth with your internet. Now, I run an high internet speed, yeah? I always have done for work, for the photography, yeah? Could be arse waiting to upload and download photos and stuff. I need to get more photos on the net as soon as possible. So I've always had a good broadband speed, and it does help. With the rest of the house being on the internet. So for me, I'm gonna say, I've totally forgot what I was gonna fucking say. It's gone. It'll come. I've totally lost the fucking. I've gone off one thing to another one. Something about the streaming though. Oh, that was it. That was it. The software. If I pay for it, I can also stream to YouTube. So basically, I'm going to pull over because I can't talk and drive. This fucking truck's louder than my head can take it in at the moment. Get me one headphone off. What it is, I can't even remember the name of it. I've seen a guy doing it. Again, the guy was foreign, but he had a link. And every time you use their software to stream, he puts a link underneath your description. You can delete it if you want to, but if it's going to help the site that you use to get better servers or whatever, or stream, it's a lot better. Anyway, so for free, you can stream to a YouTube channel or a Twitch. But if I pay them a monthly subscription, I can also stream to a YouTube. Not fucking hell, YouTube. A Facebook channel. So I've already got YouTube, which I'm on now. I got my Twitch, and I got a Facebook page as well. So basically, it saves doing 3 individual streams. You can just do one stream, but goes out to 3 places. So I'm gonna have a look into it and see if if it's worth me doing, like one stream going over to 3 platforms. Because I don't want to be on here and not build the followers up on Twitch. If I can build them up the same time, then so be it. You know, because sometimes, I mean, it is quiet with photography now because it's like winter, you know what I mean? But in the summer, I get a bit busy. But I've got to do something. And again, it's enjoyable. I just love sitting and chilling, and of course you meet different people. Well, again, it is hard, I suppose, when you've got loads of people. But, even if I could reply to somebody there and then, I mean, you left me a comment and I'd see that till tonight, till I come on. You thanked me for the other night, and, I replied, Perry, it's exactly the same as this one, Black Country Blitz, PC Gaming, but it's on Facebook. Hold on, I'll have to drop a link in again. It's exactly the same page. It's exactly the same name. Actually the same bloody badge and also. Right, there's the page. I hate Facebook. I streamed to the other day doing a race, I think. Hold on, wait. Right, I've paused the game again. I'll be able to do this from another monitor. There we go. That's my Facebook page. For the gaming. But again, the quality on Facebook is good. I mean, I don't know what you're watching this back through, but I can stream in 4K here on YouTube. So the quality looks the best it can get. But when I stream it to Facebook, it's only 1080p. Again, not everybody can watch it in 4K because you've got to have a decent internet speed to stream it. But when you look back in your statistics in YouTube, it tells you what people are watching your devices on, whether it's a tablet, mobile phone, internet, And I have a lot of people view my content via television, so I know that them watching it on big screens. So if it was like lower res, like HD, which is 1080, or lower, then it'd look blocky and pixely and all that. So I think me doing photography, I'm a stickler for detail. It ain't nothing personal. It's just if I can put it out the best content, not say content, but the best, the best I can put out, then that's what I do. I mean, some people make some great things, but they don't put the time and the effort in. And I've always done that in life. Always put the time and effort in and make it the best that I can make it. You can only go sometimes with what you've got, Corey, you know what I mean? But I don't see the point in. Oh shit, me! Go fast over them speed bumps. Fucking hell, they do make my arse vibrate. I mean, I watched a guy on here. Again, another foreign person. He don't speak on his videos. I don't think he can speak English, and if he can, he's never been on camera. But he started from nothing. Yeah, well, even at 1080p, it will be clear because I'm watching it 1080p, but I'm uploading it as 4K, yeah? So, whether your telly's downscaling it or upscaling it to 4K, I don't sure because I don't know what telly you're watching on, but that's probably what it is. But using the other computer that I've just given my mother, because my mum likes to play a few games and all, that it couldn't handle what I'm doing now. It could handle Euro Trucks because they say a very demanding game on a PC. The inside is like, the processor and the video card. But the racing games, Jesus Christ. the one I love now, this Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's really taxing on the graphics card and the processor. And I could only drive with 7 cars on the track. Now, you can drive up to, I think it's 32. So, of course, the more cars you got on the track, the more demanding it is on your PC. Because the PC, of course, has got to generate more graphics. And it'd start stuttering and farting, and then it'll have warnings coming up on the screen. CPU's running at 99%. I think Mark only streams at 1080p, so he's only doing HD. So I'm 4 times quality wise than Mark would. But again, you know, it ain't all about streaming at 4K. It's just I'm a stickler for detail. You know, I mean, you can still watch it at 1080p. It's watchable. I think Mark runs 3 monitors though, doesn't he? And he does his streaming via GoPro head camera, which again, like my back view, so I'm looking down. Mark puts his on his head, and goes through a cam link. I think he did explain it, and I mean, it you know how he does his doing. I mean, he's Boston setup on that. Again, I've never spoke to him directly. I've typed in his room and he's never answered me back. You know, what did I ask him? When you're playing Euro trucks, again, all I know, you could put, like, you know how my dashboard's giving my time and all my clocks and everything, we can actually put them on the screen in OBS. And again, I was watching a stream Mark was doing, and I asked him in the room, like, and of course, he's got loads of going up the chat, so, you know, and then he disappeared for a vape. Well, at the end of the day, Bobster, if it works for you, mate, and it runs it, then that's fine, mate. Again, am I driving on the wrong side of the road? No, I am. I'm driving on the right road. The only reason I bought this is I'd bought everything else, and, you know, after losing my dad, I thought, fuck it. You know, I might die tomorrow myself, and I'm going to experience and enjoy my shit. Fuck it, I'm going to buy it. And I'm doing nothing else with my time, so it's no good putting money in the bank and fucking leaving it in the bank. You know what I mean? What's it good in the bank? Fuck it, spend it. If you ain't got it, you can't spend it. If you've got it, I mean, I ain't fucking mega rich, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I work fucking hard enough, so bollocks to it. Spending my money. I thought I'd driven up the wrong side of the road then, they diverted me, hadn't they? Tell how much I'm taking out of this tonight. Or this morning. But, I was saying, like, I was trying to get this information to show in my cabin, so people know what destination I was taking or what jobs. And Mark had got this advertised, but he never answered me back. And again, I went and found somebody else on the YouTube. Again, I always keep finding foreign people. I don't understand the word he was fucking saying, but, you know, he'd put a link to where it was. And of course, when I found out about the software on the PC and the skins for this was already there, and I know how to put it into, like, OBS, I had have it on very long. I got fed up. It was covering too much of the screen. Well, you know, I suppose he has. If you look at his list, he has got shitloads of people, but, you know, it's up to him, and you know, how he runs his channel. But, you know, I believe, like I said, if I can help anybody or know anything, I'll help anybody with a good heart. I got no problems with that. You know, like I say, if I don't see it there and then, I mean, like tonight, when I mentioned you at start of the streaming, like, you know, because I had a chance to make it a video due to work commitments. But I thought if I show my new mods folder and, you know, talk about it at the start of the stream, and I mentioned you in the stream, and of course, not seeing the chat when you come in and says hello, bud, or whatever, because I couldn't fucking see it on the phone. I thought, fucking hell, I bet he thinks I'm a right ignorant bastard. But you know, it's hey, you see there, you can see on the thing. There's my little fucking tiny little screen. I could just about see it with the glasses, and there's a big 24-inch fucking monitor sitting over the other side of the room. Well, sit there and drop me fucking 2p, I'd be happy. I don't come. You know what? I don't come on here for money. I come on here for more pleasure. You know what I mean? And if folks want to join me, it ain't a money thing. You know what I mean? I bought this so I can sit here and fucking chill out and play my games. You know what I mean? I don't want people to buy me more gear. I've already got more shit. You know what I mean? But everybody to their own. I mean, you can make a job out of this. I wouldn't mind, you know, like companies saying, you know, can you review our stuff and give an honest opinion? I'd do that all day long. You know, you got to start somewhere, ain't you? But you know, you got to be established. I watch a guy from Australia. Boosted Media. What it was when I bought my Fanatec wheel. Fanatec had got two drivers on their website, so of course, again, I'd contacted Fanatec and they never got back to me, and I just spent fucking 1,500 quid, but what, 1,500 on a fucking wheel setup, and they couldn't even answer me back on 2 social media sites, Facebook or Twitter. Anyway, now this guy's in Australia. I knew he got a Fanatec wheel, and he's also got the same rig of sitting in myself. So again, he's a bit like Mark, all the chat going up on his screen. So I just typed, called him by his name on this chat. I think his name Mark. I think his name Mark. But anyway, I typed on the screen, blah blah blah, and he replied, but not straight away. Well, that's it, ain't? I mean, like you says, if you know, if you're way off work and that, yeah, you got to do something with life, are you? It's only trouble, ain't it? I mean, to be truthful, I never thought I'd have one of these. That's hand on heart. But I did say to my mate, if I ever come into money, I'm gonna get me a good setup, or you know, or a better one than the Logitech. And hey, here I am. 6 months or 7 months later, I'm sitting in there, and it'll last me. Fucking, like I said, the rig itself's just built. It took me. I mean, it probably took me a day if I'd have had somebody else helping me to build it. But it took me two and a bit days to build it. Because you know, you're trying to sit in it, get all the height adjustments for the base part to put on. Trying to fucking do that yourself took me ages. I couldn't ask my mate because he was at work, so you know, I had to sit in it and put some screws in, just to yeah, that'll do. And then once I got them, you know, a rough idea, I bolted it all in then. But that fucking took forever. I think there's over what? There's got to be 40 screws in this, easy. Screws and them fucking of all sorts of shapes and sizes. But, well worth it. Well worth it. But, no, I'll tell you what the guy's name Will, from Australia. Lovely bloke. Well, I say bloke, I don't say he's very old. I think in his 30s, I think. But he's just gone and done this, started doing this full time now. He's packed his proper job up, and he's getting help from his wife. And that comes on the streams. I mean, he's got the same rig as this, but he's got the motion thing on it. Oh, what you like, man? Yeah, you never know what's round the corner. Hey, I might point that lottery finger at Bobster. It's you.
At the roundabout,
You never know, mate.
first exit.
That money fairy might look down and there you go. There's a couple of grand. Go and buy you a rig, son. And I hope you do. Go and put £1 on the lottery. Hey, or £2.8 now, the lottery. You never know. Where we going with this bloody trucks? They never indicate these wagons.
Exit now.
Well, if I think back when I was younger, the money I've pissed up the wall going out drinking. You know what I mean? I could have bought fucking 50 rigs. But, again, you learn by your mistakes, don't you? I think when I got about 30, I thought, right, that's it. I'll be wasting no more of my fucking money. And for the last, what, 18 years. And I've bought some stuff, I mean, fuck me. I got all Canon photography gear. I got 5 cameras of different kinds. At least 7 lenses. All top of the range. And name and fucking deer and all. I think my cheapest lens is about 900 quid. That's just one. My dearest is about 2.5 grand. So, but again, if you want to take pictures of people and have, you know, decent pictures. Lottery with the fuck all. Oh dear. You never know, mate. You never know what's round the corner, do we? I've always said I could get knocked over tomorrow by a 16-stone Rottweiler. So, you know, fuck it. Live life all week on. I said my old man worked all his fucking life. Never, you know, had a day off work and whatever. What for? He's now fucking 6 foot under in a grave. Fuck all. Life ain't worth worrying about. That arse it. You know how people sometimes worry, oh, I got this, I ordered that. Fuck it. As long as you can get up in the morning, take a shit, fucking take a breathe, look out a window. Jobs are good. So I've always said that there's worse people off in this world either. I mean, look at these in third world countries. They've got nothing, they've got no luxuries, they've got fuck all, but they're happy. Yeah? Then you like countries that keep fucking them up by blowing them up and, you know. But they've got nothing. And I've always noticed they ain't ever got no fucking dental problems, have they? They've always got perfect fucking teeth, eh? Here's we, the fucking well, they got fucking everything and we... Oh, I don't know. And they always say, them who've got money, I'm never fucking happy, am they? You wanna drown. I'm about like me, Bobster, man. I got no luck. Fucking hell. I don't do look. If what happens to me is fucking already been written a book, man. My life's already fucking... I've always said it, my life's already been set. I don't know luck. Although, I don't have much bad luck, to be fair. Keep myself to my fucking self, do what I've got to do. Help others if I can, and that's about it. I like to get on with folks. Now, I don't like now fucking arguing and shit. Life ain't worth it. I know I'm struggling to get up this bloody hill. Have I still got the trailer on? You know what? Sometimes I reckon I've ditched the trailer. I forget I've got it fucking on it. I feel like I got one on there. And I could have done with getting some diesel. Any trouble when you're on this side of the maps, the journeys are always over 1,000 miles in game like. Them never no short jobs. So now you know at least do a decent stream. Don't know, it's different truck. I ain't seen one of them before. I meant to try the trucks out and all sorts of fucking night, but I don't think that. I think that'll be tomorrow. I've got another truck again. The only thing is, all the signs are all in foreign. You can't read any of the signs. I got a Scooby Doo. I thought I'd be fine then. Lazy got speed cam. Well, they got speed cameras, but the thing. Yeah, I'm the same. Of course, I could be doing people drama. I just walk away from shit like that. I think fuck it. I've got worse things to fucking worry about and shit like that. Just yeah, it's alright. It's a worth it. You know. I mean, I just look after it. I know. I have seen loads of shit online when so and so said this and so said that. I think fucking hell, fuck me. You're all doing vaping channels. Just get on with it. Fucking hell, be mates. You know what I mean? I can't think of the fucking guy. I think he helped the vaping postman. Oh, I've got to stop my stream here. I've got to get this vapor's fucking name. Bear with me. Where's this other vaping? I think I can change my YouTube while I'm streaming. I hope I can. Switch channel. Where the fucking hell's that other vaping bloke? Where's ya? Come on, Mr. Vapor. Where the fuck am you? Hold on. You've got Mike Vapes. That's the American one. You got P. Pistardale. He's another one who does all the breakdown of mods and fucking all that kind of shit. Rip Trippers, who's another one. Vaping Bogan. You got Vape It Willez. Vaping It with Vic. Vaping with Twisted fucking. What? He's had moon names and fucking not dinners. Where's the one guy I used to fucking. You got Grim Green and all. He was another one. Abby Vapes. That was another person. Who's the other one? Oh dear. Vaping with. I'm just going down the list of mine. I can't see the fucking one. I used to watch all the while. Empire Vapes. Don't know. I don't know by name. Jay Hayes. He was another one. The American guy. A young kid called Law Vapes. He didn't do much. And you got Martin Parker. He's on fucking QVC, I think. On one of the shopping channels. I've seen him. I thought I've seen his face before, but I don't think Martin does many vapes now. As he used to. Where's that bloody bloke gone? I tell you what this bloke had. He had a shop. No, he wore a shop. Oh, what the fuck was his name? Is it that vaping with Vic? I think it is. Yours right. It is vaping with Vic. I mean, he's a good reviewer. I've got to give him his due. I've always followed that vaping with Vic. But I've seen the drama he's had over the years. I mean, he's still putting fucking shitloads of content out. Because I've watched him go from like his bedroom, or in his house, to that unit when he had that flood, bless him. Again, I have not been into vaping as much as I used to. I have watched none of his reviews for a long time. Oh, that's it. Vaping with Vic. But like I say, I think he helped get the that postman up there up and running. Which again, he need help. But again, after the review he did on that one tank, fuck that. You know, when like say folks from getting them for fuck all, you know, and then you're going spending 25, 30 quid on a fucking tank and it don't work right. Nah, it was wank. I'll find you that out one of the days, what tank I bought. And of course, like I says, I bought 2 of them. That cost me 50 fucking quid. And them both in the drawer now. I even contacted the people that made them and called them a bunch of twats and all. That's how fucking pissed off I was. I was like, you know, how can you make a tank that dull wick? And what it was, you know, when you make a tank, they do call it something. Alright, I'm struggling to see your posts again. Bloody thing. I can't wait till tomorrow. Get this bastard telly up and run that other monitor on. Come on, phone. Oh, it won't you'll say something and it won't scroll up. And YouTube put fucking advertisements on of other users. So all I can see. Right, he calls it all. It's his job now. You know. Like I say, I wouldn't know about that because I watch none of their channels for fucking, well, put it this way. Last December, so that's a year straight away, my dad was getting iller and iller with cancer. And I hadn't got time to fart, never mind fucking take notice of anybody, you know, vaping. My dad was hardly vaping, I even got him some CBD. Somebody said that, you know, that can help. But he couldn't vape. So by the time, I don't know, January, February, this time last year, my dad was nearly on fucking death's door then. So, like I said, I ain't got time to fart, checking out any reviews or anything. My life is solely my old man. Which again, you know, it's anything, eh? It's alright, you must have sent me a comment and Facebook's up there. Ah, right, I'll hide that. Right, I'll keep that out of chat, yeah. Because you know what they say, walls have ears and also make ice creams. Right, I'm with you now. Oh well. Put it this way, I wouldn't fucking buy it. That's for sure. I wouldn't buy it at all. Since that review, I took his word for it. What it is with the tank I bought, it's a single tank. So it's a single, I'm going back a year and a half. They wicked them, they showed you how to do it. I followed it to their book, you know, I thought, well, you know, these guys are doing it 7 days a week, you know, whatever. I followed how they wicked it. I took one fucking hit, man, what a dry hit. I nearly fucking brought a lung up and the other fucker. So again, I went back to another video. And what it was, when you put the wicks down, them too long or too short, it was one or the other. And it were wicking, it was making dry hits all the while. But to hear them talk, oh yeah, I can vape this at fucking more than it's supposed to be vaped at fucking more, and it never, you'd get like 2 good drags off it, you'd take it for the 3rd one and it'd just be a dry hit every fucking time. I tried all different techniques. People was posting like, oh you leave this at the bottom of the well, like, head of your fuck. I tried to get my money back, but of course once you've used the tank you can't really get a refund. So again, I told him on the channel, that's a load of bollocks. And then I contacted the people and they says, you know, go and watch his channel. I says, I have, and it's a load of bollocks and it's like your tank full of shit. And from that day I've never been back. I refused to watch it. Because it wore the truth, for me, it wore truth. It just was not a true opinion of the stuff. We're vaping with Vic. If it's shit, he'll tell you it's shit. So that's what I like about him. You know, and he will answer you back. He does answer. It might take him a bit of time, you know, but he does answer you back. Alright, that just about to read your comments. As fucking YouTube has made it disappear off my screen. I wish Facebook give me a chance to fucking read your comments. Oh, cool. I've got to get this sorted tomorrow. I've lost. Aye, it is hate. It's fucking horrible when you lose somebody. I mean, me and my old man was close. What's got me the most is the old man had worked all his life really hard, doing, you know, different jobs as I was a kid. Get up papping at my cars, man. I'm trying to get the fucking trucking gear. But, you know, we'd planned things to do when he retired. He retired 7 or 8 months after retiring. Got a cough. Now, bearing in mind, he'd already packed in smoking before he left work. He was vaping. He was enjoying the vaping, you know, feeling fitter. And then he got a cough, went to the doctors, and that's when they found him. He got lung cancer. Oh, fucking brilliant. So, they tried to operate on him, but where my dad had got it, he'd got it on a main artery. So, they opened him up, stuck the fibre cameras in, too close to a main vein. Well, actually, it was on a main vein. So, there's nothing they could do. They couldn't operate and remove it. And they tried all sorts of fucking drugs, and eventually, I'll say he died 1st of May, died of pneumonia. All I had was my dad died actually in the house, and I brought him back. I get him CPR and brought him back. Which again, he'd signed a letter. If I die, they'll resuscitate us. But that was through an heart attack. Because you can have a heart attack with cancer or something. I don't fucking know. I am a medical person, but I couldn't let my dad die. I just couldn't do it. Training I've had for first aid and that, working at football, no fucking way I could do that. So I brought my dad back, and I had another 16 hours with him. And I come home the afternoon just to get a little bit of sleep, look after my dog, change your clothes, and by the time I come from an hospital, got home, my old lady found us. Said, you better get back up the hospital, your dad's died. He waited for me, fuck off. Which again, I'm glad he did in a way, because that would have fucked me up even more, because I spent that much time with him, taking him, going to hospitals with him, pushing him around hospitals, and then, you know, all of a sudden, bang you away here, and I've got fuck all to do. Having 5 years of your life, because, you know, I've got my own business, I put everything on hold. Well, I would anyway. I'll do it for my mum, I do it for my dad. Fuck it. Money ain't everything. Money's fuck all. Money to me just makes the world go round, and that's it. If you've got it, you've got it. If you ain't, fuck it. I'm still happy. But then it's life, eh? We've all got to fucking die. You know, they say about life insurance, fuck it, you bury me in the fucking garden, I don't give a fuck, I won't worry about it. I'll be dead. That's how I say life. I've got my dad's fucking sap-warp sense of humour when it comes to death. You know what I mean? I don't give two fucks.
At the roundabout.
And people that know me well know that. I don't offend nobody, you know, got respect for people. I might swear a bit, but that's about all. Oh, come on, cars. Indicate, give me a chance to know where I'm going. And I'm in the wrong gear. Hit me. It will. I'm in 5th gear trying to pull this round here. Come on. Oh, this fucking... I've got to go either to my doctor's or the hospital. My fucking shoulder's killing. And I don't know what I've done. I don't know if I've ripped a... pulled a muscle or something. I've done something to it. It's fucking... Oh, it's just tight. One of the paramedics said to me today, keep stretching it. Fucking hell. Fucking... It's like somebody's beat the shit out of me. That's it. It's how where to touch it. It's just when I stretch. Oh, pardon me. Don't know what the fuck I've done to it. And the palm trees, are they banana? Fucking hell, they're banana trees. I did then. I thought, they am bananas out. Oh, now them. I know it sounds soft, but them were in the game before. You know, stop popping at me. Anytime these computer-generated cars pop at you when you fucking stop. It's like being in real traffic, somebody doing a bit of road rage. I hadn't noticed them before. Fucking banana trees. Again, I ain't got a clue where I am in the... I know it's Brazil. Whereabouts in fucking Brazil? No chance of telling you. We'll have a look at the map in a minute. Gotta be coming close. Look at these for roads. Where's this? Oh well. I thought I'd gotta go around that bit, then I gotta go up. There is some bloody hills in this map though. It's a big one. You don't get these hill climbs in the other one. I'd love to get to... Well, I know how to do the pictures and all that shit. Comes to these, it's just getting the right software to open up the files they use. I'd love to make me some trucks. Skins for me trucks. I mean, I got the knowledge with the photoshops and everything. Just that I need what they call an editor. Get into their software first. Once I've got that, I could make my own. How long have we got left of this job? Wrong button. Come on. They show. It ain't even showing me. That's good, eh? Oh, come on. Well, that's good. It ain't even telling me how long I got left. Oh well. Get out. Or is it? No. Well, that's good. It's giving me no map. Have I still got the freaking trailer on? I have all. Right, let's have a look where we're going in the world. Look over this game, you can just pull over where you want going. It's just telling me where I'm going. Oh, am I going down or up? You know, like how many hours you got left to deliver? It's displaying that. There's no way I've drove more than freaking that, anyway. Yeah, cool, tell me in that time I've been streaming, I've only drove that fucking Jesus, no way. How we been doing stuff? Still got 12 hours to go. Although, to be truthful, it was on 900 miles, wasn't it? So it's about right. Christ me. Bloody birds will be singing in a minute. In the real world. I don't get my foot down. Come on. Go on, get up the hill. It ain't even going. Come on, plus gear. Now I'm going. Just about. Plus gear. It don't want none of it. Fucking Luke Skywalker. I think I could put Luke Skywalker next to me in a fucking Scania truck. Oh dear. Right, let's try and see if I can get around these bends a bit faster without tipping the truck again. Or even get into bloody 6 gears. It's like having no power. Although I am going up an hill a bit, so. There, it's lost power again. I gotta come down a gear. Although I'm sure I've seen the sign to say like it was a incline. Sure there was. Hopefully get back on the flat. There we go. I got some weird ass roads these. If these are based on proper roads in Brazil. They have. A bendy road. Gotta slow down for these and bloody treacherous. I'll be tipping it up again if I ain't careful. Oh, there it is. It's steep one. Oh, this is going down now, I don't think. And there's a sign for loose gravel. So that means my cushion's going to vibrate. More than it. I mean, I bet that looks a cracking view. That looks like that's the sea. If it was daytime, again. Of course, it's shit now. It ain't night, but. And I need to get to some diesel, you know. I'm gonna be spitting on fumes, and it's gonna go again. Shit. Bumper cars. Come on. Lost concentration. Then I just killed my Scania. Sorry, boys. They expect that bend to be so bad. This is what gets me with it. Not gets me wrong with the game. But this is why I like this map. You have to drive so properly. As you can see, I overshot that big one. And you don't get that kind of challenge in the original maps. You really have to come down the freaking gears and up and down, using your clutch control and all that, as you would with a proper driving. It's only on this map though. It's some of the destinations, as you can see, I'm fucking treacherous. But it's giving me a 50-mile speed limit to drive down here. There's no way I'd be doing 50 mile. I've not even knackered the truck now. I've got to go to another one of them truck places and have it repaired. Because it'll come up on my screen in a minute your truck's misfunctioning. But I have just crashed into fucking 2 cars. I think I played the wrong game. I can feel it. I mean, this is how good this vibrating cushion is, right? I'll go over the cat's eyes in the road and that'll pop my cushion. Every time I go over one, it goes pop, pop, pop. Feel it on my arse. It picks up every bump and lump in the road. It's awesome. Ooh, someone's banging about at the back. I wish I knew what all these warning lights. I know the red means I'm in this shit, but I ain't got a clue what the yellow one says. That one's a bad road again. You know, no mistakes this time now. The fucking traffic coming up this way. What I like about this as well. I like driving in the real world. I love driving at night, mate. See cars for days. I can in this. You will. Tell you something, when you get yourself sorted, you know, your new monitors and everything, and you get this up and running on your laptop, man, you'll love this. You know. Awesome game. Hours and hours of fun, like I said the other night. You ain't got time to be bored, you know, concentrating on your driving and, you know. And if you don't want to play on your own, you can go on multiplayer, you know. And the community for these, you know, you meet loads of different people, you know. You can join, you know, haulage companies, any online like virtual reality trucking companies, and then you join the big communities again. I probably like look into some of doing that if I can get the time to commit myself, because you have to drive so much a week or a month to be in there, you know, the virtual trucking clubs or whatever them called. Not all of them, but some of them you do. That's more money I'm getting them in toll roads. Got to get to a place where I can repair my truck because it's in dire need. Let's bring up the map again. I need to. No, I keep. I've got my map buttons. Scariest place is it? What? No. I'll find it. See, another thing with this Bobster is, yeah, you see these, you got buzz signs. Well, this map, you can actually drive a proper buzz and passengers up and everything. It's only this side of the game. So you can be a bus driver as well as a truck driver in this. Just for this map, as you can see, there's a buzz. I am genuine buzz routes, but you can pick passengers. If you put, there's other mods with the buzzies and that, I'd open them on because I'm never going to drive it, but I've had enough trying to drive bloody, the bloody hell's the map that big, I lose track where I am. Dude, I forgot to tell you that. Service station. Is this ain't gonna what these? Oh, you're joking. We could have reroute. No, don't do that. Uh, I don't know. For some reason it ain't letting me. That means I've just got to drive, and if it fails and conks out, it conks out. There's not a lot I can do. I don't know. I've only just seen that comment. I'll give you something to do tomorrow. I've got plenty to do. Oh shit, mate. Oh fuck. That's me pausing the game. I've lost my truck. Christ, I'm going up bloody hills and all sorts. My thing tomorrow is to get me bloody screen sorted so I can be able to read your comments in real time. Oh, look at this. I'm going to lose this truck. I can feel it. Yep, here we go again. Bastard. It's gone again. That's done me a favour. Oh, you know what? I'm having a nightmare with this. What is it? It's 4 Bobster. If I'm still there, my man, I'm going to call this a night. I ain't going to repair that now, man. I'll come back to it another day. I'm going to call it a night, mate. I'm just going to fucking. I don't want to fall asleep. I realised it was nearly fucking 4 o'clock again. So, matey, thanks for dropping by if you're still there. I shouldn't have really done this long one. Being so fucking tired. So, if you're back tomorrow night, mate, or whenever, take care. Have a great day, and I hope your monitors come, matey. I really do. Get yourself sorted and get you up on running on the game, mate. Anyway, I'm there if you're away. We say in the Black Country. Ta-ra, bitch.